Game of the Year is right around the corner. So on this episode of Playlog, we're talking about the best games of 2025 that we still have to play. Hey everybody, CGDannyB back again with another episode of Playlog, the podcast where we talk all things indie gaming, but of course, I can't talk indie games alone because that'd be super boring. So, I've got my partner in crime, the Play Nice Kid themselves, Tofr. What's poppin', homie?
I'm happy we're back this week.
Woo!
Yeah, last week was like pretty bad for my mental health, so we decided to postpone our episode, which I am eternally grateful for.
Yeah.
But you know, it's not that usual that people understand, so I really appreciate that.
Totally. Yeah.
But moving on from that, how good was Extra Life?
Oh, Extra Life was exhausting, but great. We had our 24-hour stream this past weekend. We did not sleep a lot, but we fucking crushed our goal, which was amazing. We started, got a couple donations. Usually get those few front door donations off the rip, and you hit like a milestone. We immediately got like 100 something in donations, and did our like WWE Royal Rumble with a bunch of TTRPG friends, which was super fun to do. But then we gradually went up to around like the 8-hour mark. I'm like, hey, I'm gonna get pizza, then we'll do, late night D&D. While Mal, Chris, and I were out getting food and picking up some stuff from Walmart, we get a phone call like, hey guys, we hit our goal. I'm like, oh, like the 1,000? Like, yeah, we hit it. I'm like, oh, well, damn. And I would love to watch the clip. I can see how it goes, but I imagine it is 3 guys in my basement calling 3 of us sitting in a Domino's lobby, being like, oh my God, guys, it's great that we get to do this every year. This is so fucking, I love you guys so much. This is great. It's so good. So that happened. And then we came back, bumped our goal up to, the goal was 1,500. And in that moment, we had a bunch of TTRPG friends, like Arc Light Court was in there. LB Hack'em was in there. Sneakernet Music was in there. And they were like, hey, if you guys hit these goals, we'll do this. So through the end of the night, we ended up hitting our $2,000 goal at the very end of the night. Thank you to Mama Bass. I appreciate you, Mama. I want to see what we have here donation wise. We had a bunch of goals that like we hit, but just did not have the time to do. Like, oh God, there's so many things. So we have extra streams coming up to kind of fill out, well, what did we miss? But as far as milestones go, for some reason, I can't pull up my fucking thing. Can I do this? Can I do exclamation donate in this? Yeah, baby. Click. Perfect. Thank you, OBS. So yeah, as far as milestones go, we had, come on, buddy, load for me. I know. We're not doing that stuff right now. There you go. So we got our Chaos Couch. We didn't get to paint Fantasy Minis. We had a bunch of minis. We got Connor for his birthday. We didn't get to paint those. Camp Counselor Danny happened, so I have to do that probably sometime next week as a stream.
Okay.
Mal got to paint my head and put like a bunch of makeup. It's a very cool thing. It was like swirls and a controller and a bunch of dope stuff. It was really fun. Chris and I are going to be getting Extra Life tattoos. The goal is to get like a matching Soul Link tattoo for Pokemon, where it's like the controller and there's like a chain around it that would like, if you put our arms next to each other, you would see the link. So that'd be cool. Chris is going to get a Chunky Kong tattoo. Mal's going to help us put together a Streamer Boys calendar, which will be myself, Chris, Connor, Kanai, and Wes. In some form of calendar. I don't know what that looks like. If it's like a donate next year and you get one, or like we got to really discuss what it looks like. We just we hit our goal. We got to move it up. 1,300. Mal and I are going to be doing a Cloak and Dagger cosplay photo shoot from Marvel Rivals.
Nice.
We think we're going to do the Twilight Duo one. We're debating. We could do the default one, which is like fairly easy. We can order a suit online and I could just get like a black like jumpsuit and a cloak. Or we were going to do the Twilight Duo, which is the like Michael Jackson fedora like gangster set. I'm like, that's really cool, and I wouldn't be upset to own a purple suit.
That does sound cool.
Yeah, and Mal's favorite color is purple, so we'll take it. At 1,500, Arclight Core is going to run a one shot. They gave us the option: there's either Power Rangers game or a X-Men game. So that'll be something that happens on the channel soon. We're still recovering from Extra Life, so we haven't locked anything in yet. So I'll reach out to Ark and figure that out. LB is going to run a one shot for us. I'm assuming Monster of the Week, but I'll talk to her tonight about that. Sneakernet Zach is writing a theme song for next year. So there will be some kind of like Extra Life theme song. I want to give him like the CGDannyB track and be like, here's what my theme song is. how can we extra lifeify this and see what we can do. So I think that'll be very fun. And then at 2,000, which was ended up being our final goal, we raised $2,001 because I made a joke about donating $1, I'll show you my feet, and I did that. So there's a picture of my feet, my foot floating around the internet somewhere. Probably on Foot Finder by now. Feet Finder, whatever the website's called, I don't know. And then at 2,000, ARC gives away TTRPGs. I believe they gave away like 50 copies of the TTRPGs that they wrote. I don't know if they've done it yet, when they will be doing it, but that'll be a thing that is taking place. So very successful Extra Life. Looking forward to next year. Just don't talk about it for another couple months because I'm tired. I want to catch up on sleep first.
Amazing job. I'm really
Thank you.
I'm proud of you guys.
Thank you.
You did brilliantly.
Such a good time. There's always hiccups. We're planning like a sit down, like here's what happened, here's what went really well, here's what didn't, here's what we've done years past that worked better, here's what we've done this year that worked better than other years, and like really sort out like a critique moment of like, here's where I think we need to improve on this, and this needed some work, and like this something I mentioned, and I'm not afraid to talk about because it's not like it was a hidden thing. There was a lot of crosstalk this year, and that needed to be cut back because I think the thing is now we had 6 people versus our 4, but like especially during Monster Prom, there's a lot of moments of like people are trying to read the lines, and then people are having a conversation into the microphone. So you're hearing like, "It's me, I'm Polly, I'm doing the thing. By the way, I rolled my D20 today," and I'm like, "It's that needs to be locked down." Yeah. That was one of the big like things that I noticed off there. I'm like, this needs to be handled differently. And if that's we need to change the way the mics work. We need to change something. One of the big things, I don't know what it is with Chris's mic, but everyone else is fine. But Chris's echoes no matter what. And Chris is being picked up on other people's mic, and as one of the quietest people, I just do not understand what is happening in OBS, that Chris's Elgato Wave fights with everybody else's pseudo tax. It's just like, yeah, echo that kid. I'm like, I fucking hate it. But yeah, definitely want some more time to test things. We have hopefully big plans for next year's Extra Life that'll be in more of a whole house as opposed to like a basement, but we'll see. We'll see what the rules are. But again, next year, not my problem right now. Love the big, beautiful kids, but see you guys in November 2026.
Now is the time to recover.
Yes, big naps. Mal and I kept going upstairs like, want to go to sleep? Yeah, let's go to sleep. Good time. But yeah, because shout out, obviously we had the guys. Then we had Wes, who is Muscle_SL, who's a big Smash Legends player. And then Mal, who runs Rediscovery RPG, aka my girlfriend, was there as well. We had a great time. We literally just had this conversation right before we started, and them and I, me and them, I hate it. Non-binary. Mal and I got to do like a late night like Blueprints hour, which was super sweet. I loved that. I would have done the rest of the stream as that. If everyone else like, I'm so tired, I want to sleep, fine. Mal and I will just play Blueprints for the next 8 hours. Like that was very fun. I want to do that again. Yeah. Good Extra Life. Fun Extra Life. Hopefully next year we can lock down something and get you in for... we didn't doing repo or anything. I was hoping we could, but it's fine. But yeah, I think next year if we're planning ahead, I'd be like Tofr getting here for some repo at like... Yeah. Hella late for us, but hopefully hella early for you that it pans out schedule-wise. But again, next year. I'm not planning anything else. Don't let me plan anything else right now. Yeah. I'm drinking Mal's leftover Alani's that they left in my mini fridge. It's got coconut in it. I hate it.
Coconut.
It's so gross. I hate it. Coconut's nasty. Mal, why are you drinking this shit?
No, it's not.
It's gross.
What are you saying?
Coconut's horrible. I'm saying that coconut is horrible. That somebody made it.
You're wrong.
I'm saying you don't know what you're talking about. Get off my podcast. Go. Leave. This is it. Listen, I let you have your takes on freaking Kentucky Route Zero, but you're bringing in coconut to this? Like, I love it. Get away from me. Don't do this. I'm not doing this.
Coconut is like the Kentucky Route Zero of fruity drinks.
Was that a compliment? Because it was a bad one. What do you mean? You didn't sell me anymore. You actually made me like it even worse.
It's an acquired taste is all I'm saying.
Yeah, acquired. My fucking boot in the ass. I don't know what I'm saying with that. I'm fucking tired. Anyway, guys, real quick, this is Playlog Podcast, our weekly podcast where we talk about indie games, news, reviews, or whatever we choose. If you enjoy what we do here, be sure to show us some support by doing a few very simple things, such as liking the video if you're on YouTube, or leaving that glorious 5-star review if you're on audio platforms. It's simple, but it goes a long way in helping the show. You can also be a part of the show by writing in and asking us your questions or recommending your favorite indie games in our Google form in the description. Just go down there, click that little link, and in every episode, have your opinions be heard. I bumbled through that. It's fine. Now, for a little bit of housekeeping, we did not write any scripts for this because Extra Life EP. So let me improv a bunch. Hey, do you like watching me and a bunch of my sexy D&D friends roll dice and stuff? I think that's what I normally say. Then I got a show for you. I am on a new channel for a mini series for 3 weeks. We already did episode 1, we're on episode 2 this week, but it is a game of Daggerheart. I'm finally getting to play Daggerheart. It is very, 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 very cool. I love the system. I like the character creation. And I am playing as a small fungal brawler, which is basically a mushroom monk, and his name is Ropo. This is, for anyone watching the video version, this is what I look like. It's the Souls of Wrath on the Folk and Myth Twitch channel, and is me with my cool like death cap hat. Ignore my pimple. I have pimple patches and it's going down, but it's still very prominent. As someone who doesn't get a lot of acne. This was the Pinterest art that we modified, and I look really fucking cute. But yeah, I'm enjoying it. I got my ass beat this episode because we had to fight a big monster who went crazy. Oh, no. Literally started the session with combat, and it went nuts. Oof. And I did a lot of damage, but this thing was like made out of metal, and I'm punching with my fist, and it's like, hey, good work, but I'm gonna hit you now. I'm like, please, I'm just a little mushroom, man. Don't kill me.
It's just a little guy.
I'm just a little dude, and that's a different post. But yeah, very, very, very fun time. Like I said, we already did session 1. Session 2 is would have been last night of this episode coming out, and then session 3 will be next week on Wednesday, and that is on twitch.tv/folk and myth. Let me double check. Folk, I think it's spelled out. Folk and myth. I don't know if you can use the ampersand. Yes, so it is Folk, ANDMYT. Yeah, Folk and Myth, twitch.tv. You got the link. It's fine. Good times. I'm very excited to play more Daggerheart. And then perhaps you'll have more of me on Folk and Myth soon, and other TTRPGs throughout the year, like a game of Clue on Mouse channel, and a game of Liminal Horror on LB's channel, and whatever we got going on Crit Hit, and then a big game of Daggerheart next year. That'll be our long form thing. And will Danny be running a game about bears trying to steal stuff? He sure might. But EP, so we'll figure that out. Anyway, another quick thing. Hey, you're going to be at PAX Unplugged here in Philadelphia in a couple of weeks? I will be. I will be at PAX Unplugged November 20th through the 24th, I believe, are the dates. So yeah, if you're going to be there, come find me. Look, I'm going to be looking for all my TTRPG friends. I got to give hugs and kisses and pickups and really tell Ian how much I hate him, but know that I love him like a brother. I need to do that. So I'm very much looking forward to it. But if you're going to be at PAX Unplugged, you want some selfies or an autograph, because I know I'm really big in the TTRPG space now. I play Colt Campbell, D+ Ultra. Yeah, come say hi. It'll be great. I know Hypnotic will be there. I'm very excited to meet Hypnotic, one of our famous viewers. Needs a cook. So I expect his ass to be cooking for us. Better do it. Oh, yeah. Wow. Oh, yeah. It's a commitment. We're going to do this parasocial thing. Like, it's nice to meet you. We're friends. No, you got to cook for me to earn my love. Anyway, I digress. Hey, that's the housekeeping. Very structured, I know. Timestamp. Woo! Tofr. It's time to get into the quick indie news. You excited?
It is. I'm not very excited about the quick indie news.
That's fair. That's fair. No, I get that. That's fair. Let's see here. We're going to hop in. This is Diego Arguello. Arguello, I apologize for butchering that, over at Game Developer. Report Possessors. Now, this did happen last week. We didn't have an episode, so this is a little bit old news. This was written October 30th, so stick with us in this because we got a couple articles and then this one to follow up. Report Possessors dev Heart Machine lays off more staff 2 weeks before the game launches. Heart Machine, developer of games like Hyperlight Drifter and Solar Ash, is reportedly laying off staff for the second time in October. Early in the month, the studio confirmed a round of layoffs and the end of development of an early access title, Hyperlight Breaker. That I actually hadn't seen. The end of early access development. Which launched back in January of this year. Now, 12 days before the launch of the studio's Possessors, published by Devolver Digital, more developers have reportedly been laid off. At least 4 workers have said they've been impacted by layoffs this week via Blue Sky on posts dated October 28th and October 29th. Quote, "My heart is heavy and I might have more to say on that later, but I've got news today that my time at Heart Machine will come to an end after Possessors ships," reads a Blue Sky post from one impacted developer. Continue quote, "I'm honestly too busy literally shipping the game to start actively looking for work, but I'll be looking for my next gig in December," end quote. The second worker, who has been at Heart Machine for almost 6 years and their time at the studio has, quote, "sadly come to a rather abrupt end," end quote. Then another dev said, quote, I just want to post I just want to post. I'm laid off. Just shouted into the void of the internet. It was a beautiful, wonderful team of people to work with at HM, end quote. The most recent posts about the layoffs include a video recorded by the developer themselves talking about the reported reductions. Quote, Heart Machine has just laid off a bunch more people effective immediately. And by the time Possessors comes out on November 11th, I don't know if anyone who works in the game will even be at the company anymore. That's game dev, end quote. Replying to another user in the threads, the developer said they're, quote, fortunately mostly on my feet personally, end quote, which leads to believe they've also been affected by said reported layoffs. And then there's a little more of the article, but yeah, this would be the third round of layoffs at Heart Machine within a year. And that kind of goes back to some stuff that happened early in the year. Do you want to talk about this now? Or you want to read the next article first? What do we think? What are we feeling?
We can talk about it first.
Okay. Oh, so
it's pretty sad seeing like. I wonder if this is just the fallout of Hyperlight Breaker.
That's what I'm. That's where I'm at.
Yeah, and it's disheartening to see, like, especially with Possessors shaping up to be like one of the better games of this year.
Yeah.
And actually, I don't think that the people working on Possessors were involved with Hyperlight Breaker, so seeing them being punished for another game's failure, it kind of breaks my heart.
Yeah, it's speaking out on something I can only say so much about, right? Like, I can't speak to everything that is occurring in the development space, but a big thing right now is, oh man, multiplayer, let's hyper focus on that, right? And if the idea is Hyperlight Breakers did not launch well and we want to fix that, we still got to put out Possessors to make some more money. But in the long haul, we're hoping that Breakers is still the big one. And if that means we take the redundancies on Possessors as opposed to Breaker, I think that sucks. I hate that. Again, this is me talking out of my ass, not having facts or figures. I'm just assuming. But yeah, I spoke very harshly earlier this year about how I was disappointed with Breakers, how it just seemed like there was a lot of things that not even like, ooh, they dropped the ball on this. They're like, these are just really simple game design things. Like, why did we do this? Why did we make healing an unlockable? Like, like the difficulty curve made no sense for someone playing solo. Like, it just wasn't a fun game. And then that was the problem we talked about early access as a whole. Like, do we keep doing early access? Like, early access is getting this stigma now, right? Where in 2024, we had all these early access games that, even though they weren't finished, they were polished. They were great. And then Breaker's like, this is what the stigma for early access is. And then it's like, do we do early access? Do we not? I had a conversation this weekend with Connor about, oh, Moonlighter's doing early access? Weird. I'm like, yeah, that was supposed to release this summer. Then they changed it to this winter in early access. And I think there's so much liberty with what does an early access game look like that it's hard for a lot of people to justify, let me buy this thing that I know is incomplete because it's probably going to be bad. Or I'll just wait till the whole thing's out. Like Hades, for example, like Hades was never bad. Hades is amazing. But like my buddy Zach, he didn't play Hades until the full thing was out, so 1.0. And a lot of people do that. So I think that's a tough sell sometimes to, keep early access, keep money in your pocket and keep making new games. And knowing people are going to get laid off with the new single player game just feels real shitty. And as someone, by the time this episode comes out, I have my key for Possessors. I've yet to load it up and play it just because of Extra Life. I am very excited to see what this game plays like and how it feels. But yeah, it sucks that there's layoffs like imminent. Like the big, all right, cool. I started up my car just for it to break down right away. Like, it just feels so shitty. I hate it.
Yeah, it's true. And especially if there's truth to what you're saying about like how they want to focus on the multiplayer game. Sure. It's weird that like most of the reviews on Steam now for Hyperlight Breaker are saying that the game will no longer be updated and that the game will forever be in early access. So it's...
The reviews are saying that? Like, that's not like an article, but that's just in the comments?
No, that's the Steam reviews, yeah.
Huh. I saw nothing about that. Okay.
Yeah, they claim that the entire team that worked on Breaker has been sacked as well.
How long ago those posts? I don't recall seeing that.
I
don't know if they have a date in this review.
I see some in October. I see some in November.
Okay. Damn.
Yeah.
Okay. then again, taking that off the grain of salt off the comment of somebody on a Steam review post, then it sounds like assuming the Breaker team was already let go, and maybe everything I just said was complete ass and bullshit and doesn't actually matter. And
no, you might be right. You might be right. Maybe they're just, this is the way that they are able to still shift attention to updating Hyperlight Breaker. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's weird that it seems like Heart Machine is very quiet. Like
right.
I checked Heart Machine's Blue Sky before recording, and the last posts were like earlier this month where they are promoting the people that they were letting go, sharing their LinkedIn pages and stuff like that. There wasn't even anything on Possessors being released, but maybe, I don't know if their Twitter is like that as well. Maybe it's just a Blue Sky thing.
Yeah, I mean, it's fine.
I don't have Twitter anymore, so I can't check that.
What? You don't have the glorious website X logged into your computer, dude?
No, right. I don't.
I literally only have the account because some devs still use Twitter because it's where their audience is, and they'll message me. I'm like, hey, what's up? Okay, that's October 9th, October 1st, October 2nd, October 1st, October 1st. Yeah, I don't see anything new. The newest thing is October 9th, which looks like wrapped up work on Hyperlight Breaker. We had to make the difficult decision to part ways with a number of talented team members. Okay. Yeah, I missed this. I didn't see this. It's only got like just under 700 likes. Hold on. The original post had a really tone-deaf joke. You've joined the ranks of game studios posting black background, white text letters. Okay. This is more of a social media manager problem than I think a studio thing. But yeah, it looks like they had put up their thing and then had oh yay, we have layoffs with our funny JPEG, and then just changed that to just the image without anything. So yeah, that is pretty tone deaf, and I'm sure they had someone change that right away, I can imagine. But damn.
It's a pretty bad situation.
It is. I do kind of hate it. Not kind of. I do hate it. Because we sit here and look at like the triple I, right? Now that we use triple I as like a term. And I am afraid you see yacht clubs, you see Supergiant, you see Devolver, whatever comes out of there. As usually the big indies, right? Like what stands there. I think Heart Machine held that ilk with Hyperlight Drifter. Solar Ash was a much quieter release. And then with Hyperlight Breakers, be like, ooh, that was a fumble. And I'm hoping and praying to God. I know no one else who has played Possessors yet outside of the demo from Next Fest. I don't know anyone else who has a code for it that is currently playing or reviewing it. Should ask in our Discord to see if anyone's playing. But yeah, I am hoping and praying I love this one. As someone who I love Heart Machine style. I have a hoodie of theirs. I love their aesthetic. I just don't love. I love Solar Ash. I haven't finished it, but the rest of their games, the Hyperlight games, haven't hit for me. And Possessors just looks like it will. And I'm hoping I can report in next week and be like, yes, I fucking love Possessors. Hopefully I have the time to play a good chunk of it, if not beat it, in between then and now, but we'll see. Damn.
Yeah.
Well, timestamp there, and though it's not you know what? That might be happier-ish news. Let's run it over here. We got our next article, still related to Possessors. This one is Rick Lane over at PC Gamer. As players debate whether to purchase Possessors after Heart Machine's layoff staff a week before launch, its creators and publishers respond, as a developer who is slated for layoff, please buy this game. Let's see. This article was posted November 3rd, so that was a little bit ago, a few weeks. Let's see. It's a messy time over at Heart Machine, developer of the beloved Hyperlight Drifter, and its ill-fated hack-and-slash successor, Hyperlight Breaker. The latter debuted a mixed Steam review and muted sales when it carved its way into early access back in January, resulting in layoffs at Heart Machine and work on Hyperlight Breaker ceasing prematurely. But it seems this wasn't enough to right Heart Machine's ailing vessel as the studio began a second round of layoffs late last week. This time, the cuts were focused on the team creating the side-scrolling action-adventure Possessors, occurring less than a fortnight before the game is due to launch. Totally unrelated to the article. Just a weird... I get it. I understand that fortnight is like... It's 2 weeks. That's what that is. I don't know. It just seems like a weird... Not a joke. I don't know. It didn't hit me well.
Yeah.
The combined layoffs have led some players to question whether to continue supporting Heart Machine financially. In a Steam discussion, user Adam posted that it's hard, quote, hard to support devs when they can no longer see a cent from a game. End quote. It was apparently posted in response to the initial round of layoffs, but other users began to debate whether developers should, who had their jobs working on Possessor's cut, would see a return for their efforts. Quote, I have no intention of giving money to a company that thanks them for that work by kicking them out before the game even launched. End quote. Commented user in remote. Eventually, these queries prompted responses from representatives at Heart Machine and Possessor's publisher Devolver Digital. From Devolver, community strategist Harris Foster said the publisher was, quote, saddened to hear the news of layoffs at Heart Machine, while also clarifying the situation regarding compensation the employees laid off from their role, regarding compensation for employees laid off from their roles in Possessors. Quote, Heart Machine has confirmed to us that all revenue share eligible team members who contributed to Possessors will continue to receive their share, end quote. Foster wrote when he quoted Heart Machine's creative and design director Alex Preston, who confirmed that the team members scheduled to receive profit share will do so regardless of if they are no longer here or remain at the studio. Later in the thread, Possessor's narrative director Tyler Hutchinson chimed in. Initially, this was to dismiss the suggestion that Heart Machine had hired consulting firms like Sweet Baby Inc. to work on the project, which would be nothing out of the ordinary, even if they had. Quote, please do not attribute the hard work of people on this team to other people, Hutchinson wrote. We do not use any consulting companies to make the story. All of the writing in this game comes from me or other writers. From me or other writer and team members who wanted to collaborate. Following this, Hutchinson urged fans to purchase Possessors despite the layoffs, which included him. As a developer who was slated for layoff, please buy this game, he wrote. Hutchinson then laid out his case for why players should pick up Possessors, starting with the effort he and his teammates had put into the project. This is a bit longer of an article. Yeah, this next paragraph here.
Yeah, it's a pretty long article.
Yeah, I'll get this last paragraph. We can wrap it up there. Quote, I view video games as modern day cathedrals. It's the culmination of hundreds/thousands of hours of work, he wrote. We make games because we want people to play them and have fun. If no one does this, I really just wasted 3 damn years of my life. Hutchinson also pointed out that Devolver had been a great publisher to work with and were not in any way responsible for Heart Machine's woes. I think they've gone above and beyond to support this project and the dev team. So, if you pick up Possessors, you're still supporting the people who made the game who are losing their job. Tofr, where are you at with it?
I still think it's a tough one.
Yeah.
Because making this game a success is gonna send like a weird signal some way. Like it's okay to fire everyone and then still have your game be successful.
Right.
Then again, I really understand the sentiment of like having worked on the game for that many years and not wanting to feel like that had been a waste despite being laid off.
Totally.
It's a tough one. I still want to play it, but I have to find where I'm going to get 20 hours to play this from.
Yeah.
But yeah, it just sucks, man.
It does. Like I said, I have my review code, so I've yet to play it as of recording, and I would like to. I'm looking forward to it. I'm struggling with telling people if I do like it to go buy it, right? Because after this article, I am more confident. Yes, the people who worked on it are getting their dues, whether it is people seeing their names in credits and that leads to them getting a job in another studio or whatever. I'm in a biased place, right? I think very fondly of indie developers, indie publishers, etc. I know there's still people and people can suck. I just like to hope and dream games that make me feel something are run by people who feel something and that I should want to support them. And if they tell me that, yes, what we're doing here is still going to support the people that made the games that you love, I want to be like, yes, please support that. I think this is a very vote with your wallet kind of situation, but it's also hard to vote with your wallet when the thing you're voting for is already like, they're already fired, you know? I don't necessarily think we're in a space where, if we all buy Possessors and the studio makes enough money, we rehire all the people that got laid off from Possessors, right? I'm not saying it's impossible. It just doesn't seem like that's how the industry works. It's not how this is going to go.
I don't think so.
So it's tough. At least they still get a portion of it. And also the, cynic in me is like, yeah, I'm sure they'll make cents on the dollar that's sold to the game, but I guess it's tough. If I could see more numbers, I'd feel more like, yes, with my full chest, absolutely do it. If I go by the merit of the game and talk about how much I hope to enjoy it and how much I hope to love it, and I'm like, just play it because it's amazing. And even if that is a little bit that's going to the devs, I hope they get the support out of Possessors, or at least the satisfaction of knowing that they got to make that game on their own, or out of the success that they would hopefully see from it. So
let's hope let's hope that the game is received well.
Yeah.
So that will encourage other developers to hire these people.
Please.
Because there's some really talented people who worked on this game.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm hoping to see some astronomical jump in this industry, keeping people employed in 2026. But also here in America, development as a whole in America, jobs hard to find. And Heart Machine is not an American company, I don't believe, but I'm just speaking out my ass. Just more people losing their jobs, getting laid off every single day. And it sucks to see the people making the games we love losing that position. So
yep.
Heartbreak. But that is all the Possessors news we have. Hopefully I'll have some feedback on the game next week when we talk. I'm hoping that's what my evening is. We'll see. Unless I get suckered in by some hot girls to go play Rivals. I'm like, well, sorry, indie games. I'm a AAA guy now.
No.
But
where's your backbone, Danny?
My backbone is in the hands of my girlfriends. So
Fair.
No, fingers crossed. It's movie night with games on the side. So, but yeah, which means we're on to the topic of the show, which I'll slide the timestamp. I hit the timestamp like 10 minutes ago. I hit another one. Boom. We got it. Tofr. It's November. We are, my laptop's set up. I don't have the date in front of me. It is November 11th as we record this, which means we're almost halfway through the month, which means we're at the very tail end of the year. And it's time to talk about Game of the Year stuff. It's time for Playlog Awards. It's time for the Game Awards. It's time for all kinds of just conversations of what game needs to win Game of the Year. But also, there are so many games that came out this year that we didn't get to play because, God, I hope someone out there is a dedicated Playlog fan who took the notes of every time we just said there's just too much to play. I want to see how many times we couldn't get to a game or couldn't finish a game because we had 14 other games waiting to be touched. So now we are taking this episode to talk about which games, though the likelihood that this list of 20-ish games will all get played before the end of the year, this is more of a, if I had all the time in the world to play everything I want to before the end of the year, this is what I would want to focus on. I don't know how you built yours. I intended to exclude all the things coming out here in November because I'm hoping to play all of those. I won't. I'm hoping to play all of those. But I refer to anything, I think, October back for the things on my list. I lied. There is one on here that is for November, but I'm very excited for. But
I think all of my games are like from before November as well.
Okay. Sick. Well then, hey, I've been talking. How about you get started? Tofr, what games you got to play yet in 2025?
Well, for my first entry, I selected two games because they're both games that really don't need an introduction.
Yeah.
I just still need to get round to playing Clair Obscur and Hades 2. And they're two games that are like, along with games like Silksong, that are going to be up there with the Game of the Year nominations. Mm-hmm. And I need to get round to playing it. I've had Hades 2 in my library since it launched in early access, and I still have not touched it.
Oh, you didn't even touch an early access?
Nope.
Oh, so you're going in blind. Bet. Okay.
Yep. And especially Clair Obscur, it seems like it's gonna be something that's just totally up my alley, but I'm so scared of the parry system that I'm not gonna be able to work that system and not be able to finish the game that I've been postponing just starting it.
Totally.
These are two games that I like. Even if I don't get to play all of the games on this list, I really want to play these two at least before the end of the year. Yeah,
I pray and beg. I mean, Hades will be an addiction. Like when you get to it, enjoy. We all know Hades is good. Like I am screaming from the heavens for more players. This week, I think Shroud, famous streamer or whatever, was like, guys, we can't let this Expedition 33 win Game of the Year. We need to run for Arc Raiders. I'm like, shut the fuck up. Don't
Are you
speak.
for real?
Don't talk. Do not talk to me again, Shroud. Be quiet. Expedition 33 needs to win. I am. We don't have the Jeff Keighley nominees yet. We did get the joysticks, and they have like 10 nominees. And I think they have 12. And I think of the 12, like 7 or 8 of them are indies. I'm like, let's fucking go. Let's fucking have it. Yeah, I know it's Hades, Silksong, Clair Obscur, Blueprints. I think Kingdom Come is indie.
Let me check the list.
Yeah, the majority were indie. Here, let me pull it up too while we're looking for the viewers out there. But man, I'm so excited to. I was hoping to replay Clair Obscur, not fully, but a little bit before Game of the Year, and I don't know how it'll happen. There might be a day where I'm like, I'm not recording, I'm not streaming, you know what? Let's just I'll get out of bed, I start Clair Obscur, and I play till I go to bed. Not the goal to finish it, just to relive that experience and have a blast. A new game plus it, something like that. Golden.
I've got the list here.
Okay, bet.
So it's Hollow Knight Silksong.
Okay.
Death Stranding 2 On the Beach, Donkey Kong Bonanza, Clair Obscur Expedition 33, Peak, Ghost of Yotei, Hades 2, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, Blueprints, Silent Hill F, Split Fiction, and Indiana Jones and the Great Circle.
Okay, so what, that was 10 and 7 were indie, I think, is what I got out of that?
I think so. Let me see. Silksong, that's 1, that's 2, that's 3, that's 4, that's 5, that's 6. That's seven indies.
Hell yeah. I fucking love my indies, baby. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, because, Split Fiction, Peak, Kingdom Come, which, again, someone fact check me, I'm pretty sure is indie. Clair Obscur, Blueprints, Hades 2, Silksong, which, I'm looking forward to the Jeff Keighley Awards, right? Because our plan is to look at those nominees, and when we get those, have an episode where we here are the indies that were nominated, and let's take out the AAAs and what indie should go in this spot. I think that's something we wanted to do last year. I forget if we actually got to, but I think it'll be a fun one to just shoot the shit with for the day and kind of rebuild the list. But yeah, like Split Fiction, I don't think will be nominated for the... Actually, you know what? It's a Joseph Fares, John. Everyone likes Joseph Fares. It probably will. But I mean, Clair Obscur, Hades, and Silksong, I think, are lock-ins for the Game Awards top 6. Yeah, assuming they stick with 6. I'm hoping to see Blueprints in there. I would love to see all 4 of those, because that leaves probably Ghost of Yotei and maybe Donkey Kong. I'd be so pissed. I'd be fucking livid. Let me tell you. After the Xbox showcase where they show this really dope trail, I'm like, ooh, this looks like Control. Ooh, what do we got going on here? Is that fucking Call of Duty? I hate this. I'm so pissed. I'm so pissed at what this was. They ended on a Call of Duty like that was some big surprise. I fucking hated it. But yeah, I mean, looking at this list for the joysticks, man, I'm jazzed. It is a big year for indies, man. So many hits, so many bangers.
It sure is.
It's good to be eating,
Talking about big hits.
Yeah.
What's your first game that you still need to play this year?
Baby, let me tell you. I put a lot of time into this game. I have not finished it. I have not finished it. I need to finish it. And it is the other game that you did not include in that Silksong. I love my time with Silksong. I played it on Game Pass. I probably put about 12, 13 hours or so into it. Absolutely loving it. Absolutely adoring it. But I do want to see it through. I think what I'll end up doing is I've been playing it through Game Pass. And what is probably impeded me the most is that I'm like, I have to be at my computer to play it. And usually when I'm at my computer, I'm working on something. Yeah. So as opposed to like, excuse me, taking my Steam Deck upstairs to go play in bed or something, it's very difficult when I'm playing it through Game Pass. And the only way for me to play my Game Pass stuff on my Steam Deck is to stream it. And streaming this is not it. Is not the move. So it's really impeded me. So I'm probably going to pick it up on Steam, own it on my Steam Deck, and play it that way so I can just full send in. I'll start a fresh one and go ham. Excuse me, I think I'm dying.
That's not good. Drink some coconut.
Yeah, no, this is not helping me. That's going to kill me. I'm dead inside. Who could do it? But, yeah, when we did our initial review of Silksong, what I got to play so far, I was probably like 10-ish hours in, put a few more hours after that. Game fucks. Game is great. Game is so dope. There's so much time and passion into it. It's so clean. It feels so fresh. It is super challenging and made me want to put my head through a wall many, many times. There's clips of me raging about the fucking fart bug or whatever the fuck that dumb bitch was that killed me 40 million times. But yeah, I'm here for it. I don't have the inner thoughts of myself to explain what it is. Why I cannot stand Dark Souls. I cannot stand Elden Ring, Bloodborne, the likes. But you give me another game, you give me a Cuphead, you give me a Silksong, and I'm here and I get it. And I know it's hard, but I want to fucking win it. And someone's like, but that's what Dark Souls is. I'm like, I don't know. Maybe it's a tone thing. Maybe it's a gameplay thing. I couldn't tell you. But then like, I love another Crab's Treasure. Beat my ass till I win. I want it. But I'm so ready to get throttled in Silksong through to the end. So fingers crossed I can do that. Yeah. I need to do it. I need to finish Silksong. That's why I was first on the list. I think that's one of my priorities. Again, another like, this is a Silksong weekend. Let's fucking run it.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I do wonder though, like maybe it's just a perception thing and I'm not following the right people, but there was so much hype for Silksong to release. And then after it released, it all seemed to die down just very quickly.
Yeah, I think that's the media cycle, right? Where like if it's not a multiplayer game, if you have something to roll credits on, I think you finish the game, you move on to the next thing. Especially in a year that has been so heavy on the next thing. As we sit here and look at November, where I have, as we're sitting here on the 11th, right? That's what I said earlier. Yeah, like Possessors is out right now, and I have not played it. And by the time I sit down to play Possessors, the next game I'm talking about comes out. And then by the time I sit down to play that, 2 more games come out the next day. Like indies are thriving. There's so many. There's not enough time to play them all. And I think even though Silksong was this massive moment, it still had like its week in the time. Like we got a release date, build up to that. We have the game, hear the clips, hear the people raging, hear the people complaining because they're bad at the game. You know, get good. In our Discord for Rivals, we have an audio clip. Hold on, can I play it? Hold on, let me see. Let me see. Can I do this? Hold on. It's going to fuck up your camera. I'm going to see if I can do this.
Oh, no.
Discord, please. I want to do a thing.
Face.
Yeah, it'll be good. It'll be fine. It'll be good. Soundboard. Rivals. Here we go. There you go. Yeah. We're like, oh, man, what do we... we also have... and one you'll love because we'll talk about it later. Yeah,
amazing.
Good time. Fucking love it. But yeah, like Silksong is this this moment in time that I'm very happy exists, and I'm hoping as we get to Game of the Year time, I am confident it's not my Game of the Year. I'm gonna say confident. I have a lot of confidence that it is not the Game of the Year for me because I have other games that would land above it, but. I'm hoping to see it be many people's Game of the Year because I think we talked earlier this year. I think it was our first episode of the year, maybe not the year. Will Silksong live up to the hype? That was probably an earlier episode. And being like, yeah, I sure hope so because it's been years and years and it's finally coming out. And I think it did. I just think it lives up to the hype. And then, sweet, we hit it. What's next? So,
yeah. I didn't put it on my list, even though I haven't touched the game yet, because I just know I bounced off the first game.
Yeah,
so it's not gonna be. It's just not gonna be for me because it looks like it's more of the same and in the best way possible.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm glad that it's already getting the nominations.
Yeah.
So
baby.
I'm glad it's not being forgotten about just yet.
I spilled coconut on my desk.
Oh no, not the coconut. Can't believe you wasted that.
Yeah, it's fine. Just had to drink my girlfriend's leftover energy drink, so I was awake today. But it's fine. Fine. I had a Red Bull down there. I could have had that instead, but instead I wanted to have the fucking coconut. It's fine. Yeah, Silksong. Excited to play more.
It's the romantic in you.
It is. I'm pretty fucking romantic, dog. Let me tell you. Anywho, yeah, I'm romantic. I got to play more Silksong. Tofr, what else are you looking forward to playing? And while you talk about this game, I'm going to mute my mic and hack up a lung.
Okay,
so
go for it. My next game is LocoMoto. This is one that released back in April, and I've been intending to play it since April because I loved the demo so much for it. your mic is not muted, but
it's muted for the viewers. They won't hear it. You still will. You get to suffer.
Oh, okay. That's all right then. Only I get to suffer. That's good. In LocoMoto, you customize and manage your train. You tend to quirky characters. You gather resources. You get to drive people to their destinations, and all the while help out your community and maybe even stave off some environmental disaster, which is something I'm not aware of. That I wasn't aware of, like there being this danger to the game. But it's I played the demo for this during one of the next fests, I guess, and it's just so much fun. You literally have to do everything yourself. You have to like decorate your train. You have to talk to the passengers, to get them on board. You have to basically do everything. But it's so wholesome. It's so cozy. It's one of those games that I think will make me so relaxed when playing it. And I mean, look at the visuals. You're a cute little animal driving his own train. What more could you want from a game?
Yeah, it's a game that, honest to God, like I'm like, oh yeah, this was last year, right? Like
Nope.
Again, it goes to show how nuts this year is. I was looking at my top 10, and I'm like, fuck, Eternal Strands was this year. Like I was January.
It was.
It was. And it's wild because that feels so long ago. And like I think when the episode Emily was on, we're doing Next Fest. We kept saying how 2025 has felt like 3 years, not in a bad way, like maybe culturally, politically, whatever, but like it just feels like there's so much to play. It has been such a long year where everything that was like a month ago feels like it was a year ago, and it's crazy. And as I remember you talking about LocoMoto, I think during a Next Fest episode, I'm like, this does look really fun. It looks really cute. I'm imagining if I saw this on TikTok right now, I'd send it to Mal like, hey, this looks like something up your alley. And they'd be like, oh my God, I would love that. And I'll be like, sweet, if I can find all these cozy games, like, hey Mal, you want to play this to come talk about it on the podcast? And they're like, please. I'm like, all right, cool. Let's I need a workhorse for my cozy games. What are we doing? Yeah, it looks precious. You sold me on it when we talked about it. And the thing is with selling me on a game, like, that's awesome if I have the time, but also I can just talk about how great it looks. I'm hoping it's to play more of this one. I do like how this looks. The Animal Crossing on a train kind of vibe is sick.
Yeah, exactly. Animal Crossing vibes on a train. That's a good way to describe it. I need to get to finally playing this. I'm hoping, like, I have 2 weeks off work. At the end of this month, the start of the start of December.
Yep.
I'm hoping to get to play at least a couple of these games, just to like make sure that my game of the year list is accurate.
Or all Clair Obscur.
Maybe.
You do 5 runs. You beat the game 5 times. New game plus. You go beat up the big secret boss. It'll be great. You'll love it.
I never do new game plus.
Neither do I, but I'm ready.
Whenever I finish a game, I'm just happy to have finished a game. So I never go in for another go.
That's fair. No, I get that. There's few games I have. I'm like, oh, there's a platinum. I gotta do this. Like, I'll go through it again. But I started my Clair Obscur one. We already talked about Clair Obscur. I'm not sticking on this too long. I started my Clair Obscur one, and then went to start New Game Plus, and I'm like, ooh, I need to respect, because this side boss is kicking my ass. I am not ready for this. So yeah, definitely got to look at my guides on how to properly build Gustav. But Gustav Charlie Cox. But yeah, LocoMoto looks so cool.
It does, and it plays really well. Like some of these games that look precious can sometimes handle really poorly.
Yeah,
but this one doesn't. This one feels as joyous as it looks.
Hell yeah. Oh, so sweet. All right, let's check out LocoMoto. That's on, I think it's Steam and Switch is what it looked like, but
I do not know.
Well, at least the trailer I had was Switch, so definitely those two, because if it's not on Steam, that's weird. Can you think of any indie games that aren't on Steam? I can only ever think of 2.
And
that's
those are?
The Golf Story and Sports Story that are Switch exclusive. And that may have changed over the year. Maybe they came to Steam. But as far as I know, those are only on the Switch.
I think they're only on the Switch. You're right.
Yeah. Which Sports Story, damn, what a letdown. Did not enjoy that one. Golf Story, amazing.
There's one in early access right now that's not on Steam.
What's that?
The other game with the 33 in the title. What was it called again? By the people who made Spiritfarer.
33 Immortals.
Yeah, that's the one. That's only on Epic.
Oh, bad. Shit.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I guess I did set a precedent. I probably should have been like, yeah, on PC? Yeah. Still, point made. Yeah. Damn. Okay. Man, 33 Immortals.
And the sequel to Cozy Grove. That's only on Netflix.
Yeah. Damn. Netflix, the big contender. Coming with all the indies we need. All right. But yeah, guys, what was I talking about? I mentioned I had a lot of games that I was talking about from earlier this year. I do have one that, again, comes out tomorrow as of recording, and I am so gassed because I love the demo. And it's a survival game, which is not my cup of tea, but this one is, and it's called Winter Burrow. Winter Burrow is this really adorable top-down. It's a survival game. If you played Don't Starve, very similar.
Isometric.
Yeah, see, I was gonna say isometric, but I figured that was more like you could see that very peak corner. But yeah, we'll go isometric. I like isometric. That almost came out. I'm like, someone's gonna be like, "You're dumb. That's not isometric. Do you even know geometry?" I'm like, I don't fucking know. But yes, Winter Burrow. I can say as someone who hasn't played it yet, but I have received my key. Fuck, I'm so gassed. I don't like survival games like that. I get the itch for Minecraft, and sometimes they come in. I'm like, ooh, I'm all in on this. And when I played the demo for Winter Burrow, I just thought it was so cute. It's got this storybook visual style. You go out, you find resources, you come back to your house, and you use those resources to knit clothing. So you can I have a coat so I can stay out later, or I'll stay warmer in the snow. And getting to explore. Brindley Mulligan, I'm busy. Get to explore further into the map, and you die and lose all your stuff and go pick it up. And I want to just fall into this world. And this is with Moonlighter a week away. This is what I'm hoping is my hyperfixation until then. It looks so great. This is, again, aside from Moonlighter, which won't be a big Game of the Year conversation because early access, blah, blah, blah. We've talked about that. Unless we change things this year, who knows? But yeah, I'm so gassed for Winter Burrow.
I can imagine. I tried to demo myself, and it because of the survival elements, it wasn't really my thing.
Sure.
But I get the appeal.
Yeah.
Just visuals wise, this is, like you said, it's a storybook come to life, and I can get people who are into that kind of gameplay, or are curious about that kind of gameplay. This might be a good entry point.
Yeah.
It looks special.
So special. Oh my God, I love it. I'm so excited. I'm so looking forward to it. Yeah, not a whole lot to say because I obviously haven't played it outside of the demo. But yeah, not that it matters for this conversation, but yeah, key provided by the developers. I will, fingers crossed. Maybe this week will be a time loop where I can play everything. I can play all the games I need, and then I'll have 14 things to talk about next week with redacted, and redacted sitting right next to me as we speak. So those are ones I checked, and the date is after the episode comes out, so I can't say anything. But yeah, badoom. But yeah, Winter Burrow, Tofr. What else are you looking forward to playing?
Well, I've mentioned on this podcast before that point and click games usually aren't my kind of thing because I'm too stupid for them. I mean, I'm not calling myself stupid, but there's a certain logic to point and click games that I just don't vibe with. I just don't understand it. But one point and click game that I really, really enjoyed back in the day was Cathy Rain. And so when the sequel, Cathy Rain 2 Soothsayer, was announced this year, I was pretty damn hyped. I bought the game on release back in May. Still have not played it because of time. I mean, time is very much the enemy of this episode.
yeah, that's why it's here.
Yeah. Basically, in Cathy Rain 2, you play as Cathy Rain, who is this private detective. She's got this very Jessica Jones style vibe going through her. The game takes place back in the 90s, and it finds Cathy down on her luck. She's running out of money, So she can't afford gas for her motorcycle. She can't afford to pay rent anymore. But then she gets put on the path of the notorious serial killer known as the Soothsayer. Apparently, there's some supernatural elements involved in this one, which is surprising. But I'm really gassed to see more of this. Like I said, the first game really was really special to me. It's probably one of the only point and click games I ever finished. And yeah, it has like that cool retro vibe of like the glory days of the point and click genre from back in the 90s.
Yeah.
But it also has like modern sensibilities, making it just that more accessible for players who aren't as, let's call it, smart when it comes to these kinds of puzzles. And yeah, I can't wait to finally find the time to play this.
Yeah, it looks great. I know we've talked about Kathy Ray, and I'm sure we pulled up the trailer and looked, but like I'm staring at it now, I'm like, damn, I really like the visual style. I think I would, time permitted, would really enjoy this if I got into it. I think I could really find myself loving this one. I've never played the first Kathy Rain. I don't think I've even seen the first Kathy Rain. And I'm like, look at the pixel art here. I'm like, if it's an old one, it probably doesn't look this good. But I do think this looks dope.
I think it will be. It's also sitting at an overwhelmingly positive rating at the moment on Steam.
We love that. Let's go.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Kathy Rain. Kathy fucking Rain. What else do I got on my... Ooh, yes. Timestamp. Another game I'm looking forward to playing this year, which I have my key for, have not gotten the chance to dive into it, published by Toge, is Undusted. It is for fans of Power Wash Sim and stuff like that. Similar vibe, different gameplay. And the whole thing is you are going through, I don't know if you're unpacking stuff or going through like your grandma's house. You're going through old items and you have a bunch of tools on the table. Very much, let's go a la Trash Goblins, right? You have the item in front of you. You're cleaning off the dust. You're taking sprays and a rag and cleaning up the dirt. You have a vacuum to pull things out. You have a toothbrush to get all the little nooks and crannies. And then each one, as you finish it, gives you like a narrative bit and like, oh, this was grandma's whatever. And oh, mom used to read this to me every night. Or, oh, I used to listen to music on these things. They all have like little narrative bits. I got to play the demo last year. And then at PAX, I let Kanai sit during my Toge appointment and play the new demo. He fell in love with it. And we're both, I don't know if he's played it yet. I know we talked about it. I don't know if he got into the full release. But yeah, I have my keys sitting here. I saw it on my Steam Deck. I'm like, no, I think I need mouse and keyboard for this one at my computer. It's just, it looks so I don't want to listen to 100 songs sung by Critical Role. I said, no, just loop the trailer. Sorry, audio listeners, it doesn't matter to you. Video watchers, you saw that. All this TTRPG stuff. Yeah, it looks so relaxing, so calming. Like, this is normally when I would say, like, yes, I would put on a show and do this, but, like, I don't know the soundtrack, I don't know the music. This feels like one I would want to just fall into, just lay back. Actually, I'm wondering now if I take my Steam Deck upstairs and do my really long, like, I need a wireless mouse and keyboard for my Steam Deck. I think that's the move. So I can just lay in bed and just get one of those, like, desk lap things and go ham on my TV. Yeah, that might be the move. But, yeah. This looks fun. If you like cleaning stuff, guys, Undusted, pay attention to it. Police.
Yeah, I was close to putting this one on my list as well.
Yeah.
I also played the demo for this, and it having fallen in love with games like Trash Goblin and stuff like that, this is definitely something for me.
Yeah.
And especially with all of these items having like sentimental value to the person cleaning them, I think this might be a heartbreaker.
Yeah, I'm praying. I want to cry. Make me cry over the dusty items. Yeah, absolutely precious. I'm very excited. Bada bing, timestamp. What else we got for you?
Listen, you want to cry?
No.
And how about my next game, Seasonala Cemetery?
Bless you.
This is a game made by the people who also made A Mortician's Tale.
Okay.
Which was the story of the daily life of a mortician, but brought in a death positive way, where like death is just a natural part of life.
Yeah.
And with Seasonala Cemetery, they're doing something similar. It's a game that you have. It's a free game, first of all.
Oh, bet.
That you play every once in a while, because like the cemetery in the game that you visit changes depending on like the season that you're in, and which day of the month that you're visiting it. So basically, you go around, you clean some graves, you talk to the people there, and that's it. It's just an experience of like what people have meant to each other, what death means to the people around you. It's a really special experience, and I for some reason I haven't started playing it yet.
Okay.
Despite it being out since June, apparently. I thought this was a more recent game, but it's from June. Yeah, it's one of those games where you just like go into for like half an hour, and then come back to it on another day. And I like these kinds of experiences. It's why I loved playing Animal Crossing before.
Okay.
But this is, of course, something very different to Animal Crossing with its setting. But I think it's the human aspect of it that really intrigues me.
Yeah.
Like seeing people deal with things that are out of our control is something that'll make me think.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with this one at all. This is the first time I'm seeing it. Do you know how long it is? This is like an afternoon, rainy day kind of knock it out in one sitting kind of game, or
it's not a game that you. It's not a game that you just finish. It's a game that you have to revisit over time.
Oh, okay. Damn.
Yeah, it's
cool.
The cemetery changes depending on when you visit it.
I see.
Like
yep.
Yeah.
I was thinking like narratively, you're like, oh yeah, this like you are going back a date. It's not like quite literally. I am okay. Shit. That's cool.
I wasn't clear with that. Yeah. No, in real life you have to revisit it.
That's dope.
At different times, to get the full experience. But I don't think there's like a set narrative to like complete.
Yeah.
I think it's just like as if you would visit the cemetery for real, and talk to the people you meet there.
Yeah.
It's just that in digital form.
That's awesome. That's really cool. Yeah. That does look like it'll be sad. I don't need that in my life. I like this. I like that, and it's crazy. This is like a free one too. I'm hoping. I assume their first game is not. It's not free. Is that one?
The first game is not free. No.
Okay. I'm wondering if this is one of those like you like this. Go check out our first game because it's really cool. I think it's a smart marketing strategy if it worked for them.
I don't think that's the case because even though it's the same people, they haven't they haven't published it as the same team name.
Oh, okay.
So yeah,
interesting. Indie development's a crazy world we live in. All the funny choices and things we do. I'm here for it though.
Absolutely.
Bet. I'm excited to check that one out. Let's see. Timestamp. Okay. This is one I got a key for. Oh God, was this August? Was this before August? Might have been July. I forget. I originally saw this game and thought I would really enjoy it because it reminded me a lot of Katana Zero, both in name and a little bit of gameplay. But it is called Katanauts. I am actively trying to launch it. Here we go. The trailer was doing that weird screen thing. It is a 2D side scroller, like action slasher kind of combat game. I think it looks dope. I imagine it's difficult. I think I literally loaded up the one night and then the game crashed on me because my PC was like, hey, I've been on for like 3 days. Can I take a nap? I'm like, sure. Then I took a nap. So I didn't actually play it yet. So I've yet to put any like time into it. But like, I'm just looking at some of the boss encounters or like fights in the hallways and stuff. Like you pick up, you see it on the trailer now, like the unique weapons and everything. It's got that Dead Cells kind of, a little bit of the visual style, a little more pixel heavy than Dead Cells. But like looking at the kit and the different kind of weapons you can pick up reminds me a lot of Dead Cells. Metroidvania. Is that roguelike actually? I don't know. It might be. But yeah, the game looks cool. I have it. I'm hoping to put a little bit of time into it, an evening and afternoon, to like fully know if I love it or not. But definitely visuals look sick.
The visuals do look sick. I mean, look at all that blood.
So much blood.
Much
like I
blood.
mentioned Katana Zero, but then also like Carrion with the pixel art style reminds me a lot of Carrion.
Yes.
And it's Acclaim, who from what I understand, indie publisher, I think, these days. I don't know if they do everything, yeah. Because Acclaim taking it back to the days they were gone and came back, and now, hey, welcome to indies, so Acclaim. Cool. Katanauts. Yeah. It's out now on at least Steam. I don't know if it's on other platforms. You guys got fingers, you can Google it. Bet, what else you got for us?
My next game is one that I've mentioned before. It's called Wednesdays, and it is part video game, part graphic novel. It's about a pretty heavy subject. Mm-hmm. So if you're someone who struggles with that, maybe this might not be the game for you, but it wants to raise awareness about child sexual abuse.
Okay.
But doing so through a surprisingly hope-filled story. It's created by one of the people who made Haven, which was a really cool game.
Yeah, I did like Haven.
Yeah, and it tells the story about someone who was abused as a child by someone in their family. And through playing a video game, memories start to resurface of what happened to them back when they were a child.
Yeah.
And you have to deal with that both as the person who was abused, but also as people who care about them and get to hear about the abuse that happened all those years ago. So there's different perspectives to the whole thing. And gameplay wise, it's all about a bunch of mini games and dialogue choices, obviously. Yeah. But yeah, it's supposed to be a really special experience to raise awareness in a way that's not just abuse is bad, you shouldn't do abuse. Right. It's more profound than that. And yeah, I it's been on my to play list for way too long since it launched back in March, and I still haven't gotten around to it. But this is definitely behind Clair Obscur and Hades, this is the one that I definitely want to have played before the end of the year.
Totally. I saw this part for the video watchers, the orca whale dude in a suit. And I'm like, yes, I do remember seeing this. And then it all came flooding back. And yeah, this is one that I think looks really cool. Just thematically, visually. I think it has a cool premise behind it. I would like to, fingers crossed, would love to check this one out too. It looks really cool.
Yeah.
Oh man, too many games.
Too many games.
We had and Roger early this year, and I played that one, and this has reminded me a lot of that. Not necessarily they're similar. That's a little more Florence in its gameplay, but seeing the way it tells a story and having that sketchy visual style reminds me a lot of and Roger. So
I get that.
Yeah. I'm seeing that here, and I'm drawn to it.
Yeah, it's one of those games where it's weird to say I'm gonna have a fun time with it,
right?
But I am looking forward to playing it because it's another way that games can make an impact in a way that other media struggle with.
Yeah,
because of the interactivity.
Exactly.
So yeah, I'm hoping this game delivers on its promise.
Yeah, I think it's got it. I don't know how the Steam reviews are looking right now, but I think it looks really cool.
It's sitting at a very positive rating, but it only has 156 reviews.
That's 156 very positive reviews though, so I'll take it.
That's true. Yeah.
Sick. All right, Wednesdays out on Steam. Check it out, guys. Timestamp this. I noticed there was let's talk about Clair Obscur and Soothsayer, and then we kind of started wrapping it up a little bit. Not that we're speeding through. Again, the whole thing is these are games we haven't played yet, so not giving feedback and thoughts. We're giving I want to play it because it looks cool for these reasons. Just because I think my brain was you going too fast? No, we're not. We're good. We're talking about what we know. Speaking of talking about what we know, I played the first game in this series, and I still need to play the second one because they gave me the key on launch day, but I had something else, so I need to get to it. But my chat loved the first game. I auditioned to be in the first game, and they didn't accept me, so it's fine. Whatever. You're lost. It's okay. I still loved it. It's Duck Detective, The Ghost of Glamping, where you are playing as the titular duck detective. I loved the first one because it was a very short experience. It's like a knockout in the afternoon. You're going around talking to the people here around the campsite. What do they know? Who they know? What's going on? What's the problems? You take those hints and you go interview other people, or you have a journal where you solve, like, I'm going to plug the words in here and be like, okay, so this is this, but this is that. Understood. Let's find out who the culprit is. I don't know the entire premise of the Ghost of Glamping, having not played it yet. I know the first one was the secret salami and someone stole somebody's lunch. I'm like, ooh, it's the goofy yet serious tone of it that I love. And when we both played Secret Salami last year, we were both just like, it was a short experience. If this is an annual, we get like a duck detective game every year, where it's like, it's the same gameplay. It's a very small experience. That's a couple hours. Like, bet I will take a duck detective every year for the rest of my life if this all keeps going. So yeah, this seems like a great, like, it's a Saturday. Let's stream Duck Detective. Cause I really want to get through this one. And I don't think, like, the first one wasn't like a game of the year contender for me. I still loved it, but like, I had a lot more games. I don't see this one being a game of the year contender. Could totally be wrong, but I still want to play it.
It's on my long list.
Yeah,
I have to say that.
Hell yeah, like a long list.
And the long list isn't that long.
It's only 500.
It's on the long list to make the top 10.
Hell yeah,
because I had so much fun. It is basically more of the same.
Yeah.
Just like we had hoped for. But it's written as good as the first game. The voice acting is as on point once again. Especially the guy who does the duck detective himself. He's amazing.
Yeah. Eugene McQuack.
Yeah.
Is that right? That was the name?
McQuacklin, I think it's.
McQuacklin, yeah. Eugene McQuacklin, yeah. Our cool duck guy.
Yep.
Oh,
so yeah, definitely recommend playing this one on a Saturday night.
There you have it, team. Duck Detective, Ghost of Glamping. Fingers crossed we get Duck Detective 3. Honestly, not this year. I was going to say next week. Don't do it this year, please. I don't have it in me. I don't got the chutzpah. No! I'm busy that day. I had too much going on that day. And by too much, I have one thing going on that day. What day? Is that a Tuesday? What day of the week's that?
That is a Tuesday.
Hell yeah.
I think.
Let's
Wednesday. It's a Wednesday.
It's a Wednesday. Fuck. Yeah, the 19th. That's my mama's birthday. Sorry, Mom. Canceling your birthday. That'll be... Oh, my God. No. I know what my train game is for PAX. Let's fucking go. Can't wait. Anywho, Moonlighter aside, that's not out yet. We all know Danny's playing that. What else you got in there, Tofr? What else we got to play this year?
There's a game that I had started playing a little bit back when it was in early access earlier this year. It's called Malys. It's a roguelike deck builder made by Summerfall Studios, the people who also made Stray Gods, the role-playing musical. It's a very atmospheric take on something like Slay the Spire.
Yeah.
It does introduce some mechanics of its own, but I didn't play enough of it yet to really dive into how different the game really is to something like Slay the Spire. But the setting alone has sold me on this one. I mean, if you look at the visuals, it's got this gothic tone. There's a lot of religious themes going on, and I just want to play more of it now that it's out in 1.0, because the 1.0 release was kind of quiet.
Yeah.
Like one day they were just like, oh, you know what? Today the game is out in 1.0.
Oh, and cool. Thanks.
Like, oh, okay. That's unexpected.
Yeah.
So I want to see like how the game has evolved since early access. But yeah, especially in a year where we've had so many really, really good deck builders.
Yep.
I want to see if this one stands out among those.
It looks dope. I like the visual style. We talked about it recently. I think when you were playing the demo or the early access build, and I was like, "Ooh, hold on." I dig looking at the particular scene at the beginning. That, like, I guess the combat here, right? We have the big whatever the fuck this Zal Chort, this big guy.
Yeah.
Like, this looks fucking menacing. Like, if I was looking at just a screenshot and not seeing the cards, I'm like, what kind of fucking turn-based RPG is this? And knowing that it's a deck building rogue, I'm like, that's sick. That's cool looking.
Yep.
I love that.
Yep.
Hell yeah. Hi, Malys. I don't have time. Let's see here. What else we got on my list? I think a timestamp. If not, okay, hold on. I went to pull up the trailer, but I'm getting vlogs. I'm not getting the video I want. Here we go. Camper van, make it home. It's another cozy game that I think I backed on Kickstarter. I recall. I think something like that. But yeah, you have your camper van, you're traveling across the country doing whatever, and you are just kind of reorganizing your van, your house. And it's very Unpacking-esque in that way. I think it has that similar tone. You decorate the outside, change your bobs on the rearview mirror. But it reminded me of Tiny Bookshop a little bit, just in the visual style, but then the fun loop around the van, and let me put this little doohickey over here and move this. I don't know if it's like equivalent to Unpacking, where it's take everything out, and if it's more of a just experience and put your stuff somewhere, and then you've unpacked your place, enjoy, like get cozy. But it does seem just like a chill afternoon of just trying to do the damn thing. So yeah, I don't have a whole lot more to say about camper van, but it looks. I don't want to watch Critical Role answer questions based on the web search. You really want to watch Critical Role today? I don't know what's up. But
it's almost like you're into TTRPGs.
Not really, actually. I can't stand them. He says playing 3-4 games a week. It's fine. But
yeah, camper van does look like a cozy, wholesome afternoon. I don't know if it's a game that I'd play for much more than that.
Sure.
Because I don't know how long the novelty stays.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's one I'd love to give a try as well.
Oh yeah. Go camper van. Like I said, I think it looks great. I love the visual style, and I want to at least dive in a little bit. I'm sitting here like, it is out, right? I just add this to the list because I had the demo or something in my library, I think. Let me see.
Camper van is out.
Okay, cool.
Since
then I'm like, did I buy? Okay, cool, bet. Listen, sometimes like the early access, like here's the demo. I'm like, oh, did I not do the whole thing? But yeah, Tofr, what else you got in the list?
This is a game that I have seen recommended by a lot of people that have played it. It's called Despelote.
Yes. Despelote.
No.
Nope.
It's a game about childhood and how the game of football, or how the way you pronounce it incorrectly, soccer.
I was wondering why you said
bring people together. And this is especially about a child growing up in Ecuador and the success of the Ecuadorian football team, like having its effect on the people in the country.
Yeah.
What makes it special is first the art style, where you've got these 2D characters in a 3D world, but also it's a first person game. So you actually play soccer, but you play it first person, which is really cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's I used to play soccer myself when I was a child. And I used to love that game until I completely wrecked my knee, meaning I could never do any sports ever again. And in the years since, I have fallen out of love with the game a bit, because like there's just so much wrong with the world of soccer nowadays, and I feel like this game might get me back to like the time when I felt that magical connection to the sport.
Yeah.
So yeah, I definitely want to give it a try. I think it's only like an hour long as well.
Oh, okay.
So yeah.
Bet. Yeah, I know Emily, No Small Games, was a big fan of this one. I'm sure many of our circle were. I just remember seeing the prominent post from Emily. Yeah, I got my key from this one, I think, from Papa Jen, I think, is the one that set me up with this one. It looks really cool. It looks fun. I'm hoping, if not for Game of the Year times, to dive in eventually. You know, I will always say a good afternoon game, and that seems like what this one will be. I didn't know it was only like an hour or a shorter experience, so definitely one that feels like it's quick to knock out.
Yeah.
Oh, Despelote. All right, so hey, another one, baby. Despelote.
Despelote.
What else we got on here for Danny timestamp? This is one that came out earlier this year. that I was really excited to try. And second verse, same as the first, too much shit to play. It is peppered an existential platformer. And the whole thing with it is you are, the choices you make kind of define your story, which what games don't do that. But it's like each choice you get, you got like one shot at. I don't know how finite it is if I start a new save. It's like, well, it does have the progress of last time, so you'll know you did this and da-da-da-da. I think it is that decision-making thing that makes it the most interesting to me. Everything you do, you get like one shot at it. The boss fights, the encounters, the platforming, like all of it. It seems like if you fail, that's your life. That's what you lived through. There's the choices you made or the skill that you chose to have in your body while playing this game. And I don't know what all that entails for the narrative, but I'm interested to find out. I think it looks wild. The visual style, I think, looks great. I like the character designs. They're all very like, I want to say like familiar, like not like, oh, this reminds me of something, but like, oh, the creepy weird animals that I might have in my back pocket, like yokais, whatever kind of creepy creatures you can think of. Like, I think it has that kind of style, and I think seeing all the characters look so unique is very fun. And I want to see what kind of crazy existential bullshit we get into. So yeah, I'd like to get to peppered an existential platformer.
Yeah, I get that. I was wondering why it was called that, but I didn't know that you only got one shot at literally everything. So that makes sense.
Yeah, it'll be one of those things that as I get there, and I'm like, how much of a one shot, right? Like, it's going to be like, you hit the start button and you can only hit that the one time. Sorry. Next time you go to start, it's going to say, would you like to continue? That's a terrible example. I'm fucking spitting balls. Somebody doesn't speak, hasn't played the game. But yeah, I think it'll be cool to see, like looking at the video one now, right? There's some like super Meat Boy levels of like you being chased, but also like the blades and everything that are spinning on the side of the walls. And I think as someone who like mentioning earlier with like Silksong, like I like to fight a boss, find the pattern, and then beat it. And how many times am I gonna get to a boss that's like, oh no, that was your shot, you didn't know what to do, and don't feel bad, that's just how the game works. But also being like, it's indie, like how much of that do I get to explore? How much am I gonna miss the opportunity to work with? But yeah, can you succeed? I don't know. I'll find out when I play it.
If you play it.
If I play it, I would like to. Will it be for Game of the Year? Who knows? But bet. So then let's see here. Tofr. I know we've talked about this one before. What else you got for us?
I have talked about Static Dread the Lighthouse before because I played the demo for this.
Yeah.
It's basically a horror game meets Papers, Please. Where you are in charge of the lighthouse, having to bring home all of the ships back to safety, you know. But there's something mysterious happening. The trailer showed it. It's kind of Lovecraftian. So I'm guessing it's gonna be Cthulhu-like. But it's really cool. Like you get calls on your radio, and then you have to like fax the ship a map with the route that they need to follow to get back to safety. But all the while, things are happening within the lighthouse as well, and you feel like you're starting to lose your sanity. It's a really cool combination, and I love that demo, and I meant to play the game when it released, but I never got round to it. But now I found out that the game is going to be part of a series, the Static Dread series.
Okay.
And they just announced their second game. So I think it's really cool that they're starting to create their own world, and I want to be like a part of that. I want to get involved with these games.
Yeah, these are cool. I'm as someone who hates the ocean, right, and water and stuff like that, and Cthulhu scares me with the idea that he'll attack me with his army of shadow sharks one day. I did fall in love with Dredge, which is what made me really fall in love with this style. And I do think this looks rad. I think there's very Dredge, obviously thematically, meets like not so much mouth washing. Maybe that's a visual like a PS1 style thing going on there that reminds you of that. But yeah, I'm here for it. Looks wild.
Yeah, as someone who doesn't like horror games, this is the kind of horror game that I would be into.
Yeah, Static, that's red, bro. What else we got? We got here. Why is Brennan Lee Mulligan on my computer? I said go away, Brennan. It's fine. It's okay. It's good. Bet this next one we both have on our list, so we'll try and coagulate that. Would you like to start and tell us about Skin Deep?
Yeah, it's a new game published by Annapurna Interactive, and it's not a game that I expected them to publish. It's a first-person shooter, which is not really something you link with that publisher, but
yeah,
it's a very unique first-person shooter in that it gets like it has sneezing. It has things getting stuck in your feet. You get to travel through a non-linear starship and try to like survive while it's being invaded, and you get to choose how you get rid of everyone. But the thing is, you can't just kill everyone, because when your enemies get killed, I believe their heads get transported and then they can create new bodies or something like that. And it's wildly inventive, and that's why I want to give it a try, because I'm usually not that big of a first-person shooter kind of guy.
Yeah.
But this one has me intrigued.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, echoing everything you said, I like how it is a first-person shooter that plays on like the sillier side, right? And I'm trying to think back to which trailer it was, which showcase. Bless you. Thank you. You're welcome. Where as you're roaming around and finding all like the goofiness, right? And I think there, honestly, part of me is mixing it up with Outer Wilds and seeing all the Outer Worlds 2 and all the weird, like, if you crouch too much, your knees crack. But like, there were like, oh, you made a loud noise by existing. Like, you sneeze and someone found you. So you're like, uh-oh, whoops, I got to sneak away from this now. I think you're playing as like someone who was put into like hypersleep to travel across the galaxy, something, and then pirates take over, and then you wake up from that hypersleep like, I gotta escape now. And like, that's the premise to some degree. It's weird because it doesn't seem super stealthy, like not in like the Dishonored way, but still you can play it stealthy, or you can get crazy. I get videos showing like, I threw a banana at a guy to make him slip and then threw him out the window. Like, there seems to be a lot of uniqueness to the funny ways you can complete or try to escape this like airship. And I'm here for it. I want to give it a shot. I don't think this is what I could see myself with the time left in the year diving into to like fully commit and see what all there is. But yeah, I would like to dabble with the dentist convention and one of these little cats. And I think some of those look like pigs. Maybe they're just pig looking cats. But seeing what different stuff we can take on and throw out of any kind of airship looks really fun.
It does.
Yeah.
The demo for this was really fun as well.
Yeah, it's when I downloaded, I never got to play. I have a key that I just, got to reinstall.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Auto defib, and then you die and come back to life and stuff. The typical game thing. That's all it is.
Yeah.
I do realize though, I'm making you start with that. I did throw off the list, so let me do this then. So let me do.
That's fine.
My shenanigan timestamp.
No worries.
Yeah. I do have another game in there. I know you've played a good bit of it. I still have yet to dive into the full game, and that is Tiny Bookshop.
Yes.
Which came out, God, I want to say like 2 months ago, but I'm sure it was longer than that now. But you are in this small town. It's a fun pun on Bookentanian something, whatever it is. You're in a small town and you drive around your car with your trailer and you are selling books to the townsfolk, right? And you stock your shelves, you order the books. You're like, I want the crime, the drama, the kids' books, the fantasy novels, whatever. And you put them on your shelf as customers come in and they're looking for recommendations. And if I recall, I think they're all real books. There might be some original ones in there, but they're like, oh, here's a Shakespeare one. Here's a Idiot's Guide to Computing, or whatever. Like, there's different genres that people are interested in. You're kind of recommending them, like, oh yeah, I read this one once and blah blah blah. As someone who doesn't know books outside of Dungeon Crawler Carl, like, I'm interested in seeing how well I would do at. Someone's like, I need some kind of romance novel. I'm like, let me tell you, there's one called Lights Out. I've been reading that one. Real horny shit. But I think the chill vibe of just sitting there and handing people books is scratching a little bit of the Moonlighter itch in my head of like, I run the shop, I sell the things, and I succeed at selling people the things they want, and then making money from it. Looks great. I really enjoyed the demo. When you played the full version and you spoke so highly of it, I was very like drawn to it again. So yeah, I would like to put a little time in a tiny bookshop before Game of the Year time. Not Animal Crossing. Get the fuck out of here. I fucking did it anyway. God damn it.
No, it's I really recommend this game. It's a blast. I can imagine it's not going to be easy if you don't have like a bookish background.
Yeah.
Because a lot of the recommendations really depend on what you know about books.
Yeah.
The game doesn't really give you that much to help you with. It gives you like a small blurb of what the book's about, but that's it.
Yeah.
But it's so wholesome. The people are so nice. The locations are so much fun. One thing that I really think is funny is like you have your regulars and they show up every day and they buy books every day. I'm like, when are you reading these books? There's no way you finished all of them.
I read all night. I couldn't put them down.
Maybe.
I'm funny. Like we were doing Extra Life, we did MonsterCon, and I was dating Scott. You know, one of the staple characters. And one of the things he's like, oh, I read it's a knockoff Harry Potter reference, right? Like, oh, it's the young adult book series in this world. And he's like, yeah, I read the whole series last night. Like, how'd you do that? He's like, oh, I skipped all the pages. I looked boring or had too many words. I'm like, yeah, that's how you do it. You move on. Don't worry about it. Exactly. So I was like, I read 5 books last night. I'm like, no, you didn't. Like, yeah, huh? I read this one, and pages 1 through 2000 looked really boring, but 2001 killed it, dude. But yeah, it was good reading.
Nice.
But yeah, tiny bookshop. I want to give it a go. Will I? Probably not. Let's be realistic. I'll probably play like 2 of the games on this list, if any of them. Big November, but I hope and dream.
Hope and dream.
Yeah. But we timestamped Tofr. We got each one more on this list. What you got for me?
I have got a game called Aethermancer, which is one that you are pretty familiar with, having been part of their bingo.
Yeah.
It is. It's basically monster taming meets roguelite.
Yep.
You collect Pokemon-like monsters, and you make them fight other Pokemon-like monsters, but it's a roguelite instead of a regular adventure. But it looks sick. The monster designs are so fucking cool. And the demo had its hooks in me when I played it. So yeah, I need to. I'm kind of scared of returning to it because I think it's going to eat up all of my time.
Yeah.
But yeah, I need to get back to it because it's sick.
Yeah. I had a blast. Yeah, like I said, I got a key for my copy of the game. I very much enjoyed the stream that we got to do, playing bingo and being all very RNG heavy of like what could happen, what will happen. The monsters, it's that fun thing, right? We're like in a world where Pokemon has just bored me. I think as I continue to find Pokemon being so lackluster and then putting like no effort into improving the world that they have, I try to stand by Pokemon for so long, and I still like Pokemon, but I'd much rather play the old games than the new ones. Seeing new creature collectors come out, right? Things like Cassette Beast, things like Beastie Ball, and things like Aethermancer. I think the designs in this are awesome. I think the way they choose to, I don't know how inspired it was. I'm sure this was being worked on before Pokerogue was a thing, but making a Pokemon roguelike, right? Like, I think this is very fun. I love the designs. I think it's intense and challenging, but I think as I find my builds, right, where I'm like, my starter was Jotun, which is the big, cool ice ox looking dude. I love him. He's a tank. He does a lot of like, let me distract the enemy so they hit me and not my other teammates. Then I have Mandragora, I think it is. He's like a little mandrake, and he's the healer. So I take them, and I'm like, what's my third guy? I need him to do a lot of damage. So one tanks the hits, one heals the hits, one does the damage, and vice versa. And I really enjoy the build I've built there. And I've made it to like World 3 in the early access build, and I haven't gone back since that stream. But yeah, huge fan of Aethermancer. Love this one. I want more people to know about it. We should do a top 10 early access games video. That'd be fun.
Yeah.
Thinking out loud. Anyway. Yeah, you should play some Aethermancer.
I will.
Hell yeah.
When I find the time. hopefully at the end of this month.
So we'll never get to play. There's no time.
I know.
Yeah. But yes, Aethermancer, really dope. Let's see. I've got Uno Mas game on the list as we talk about the games we got to play yet. A game we've already talked about, a game I've played a butt ton of, but have yet to finish. And that's why I include it on this list. Because I'm told now, even when you finish the game, you haven't finished the game. And that's what scares me. My girlfriend, huge fan of it. And I think that is the thing that is going to push me to keep going. I would love to have nights where we sit and play this on Discord and just kind of, I'm like, babe, what do I do? If you go here and do this and flip this, like, got it. Appreciate you. Love you for that. Is Blueprints. When the game came out and everybody was so high on it, I'm like, I'm excited to check it out and see. I was not super high on it. I loved it. I adore this game. I think it is so fun. I think it is the thing I said so much about it when it dropped was that it is a roguelike in a genre that we get so many roguelikes, new roguelikes every single day. And some that are just the 2D platformer, the Dead Cells clone, the Binding of Isaac clone, the Vampire Survivors clone, where it's like, oh, cool. They did this a little bit different, but I've done this before. Mm-hmm. Blueprints is, here's a roguelike that I don't think has happened before. If it has happened before, it hasn't been as big, and that sucks that someone else got the attention when someone else did it. But I love what Blueprints does in its originality. I think it does so many cool things of you are exploring a house that every day the rooms reset, and as you go through a door you get a card of like, here's 1 of 3 doors you can put, and when you put that down it might have a puzzle in it, it might have a special item in it, it might be a dead end, but it's if I use it earlier on the map, then I'm getting it out of the way. So as I get further on, I don't get a dead end that's going to totally scuff my run. It's all based on how many steps you get, which you start with 50. If you get to the kitchen, you can eat food that'll give you umpteen more steps. If you get to the store, you can buy an item that'll give you more steps, or enter rooms that will recharge. Oh, this will give you 2 steps, but you also get dangerous rooms. Like if you enter here, this is going to take half your steps away. So it is a give and take of which are the right rooms to use. How do I fill out the whole map? How do I get to the end? What items do I have to use to activate a thing? I love what it does. And I think from an earlier this year, Danny, who was like, I like it, but I'm not high on it. I am now, I liked it. And I'm feeling pretty high on it. I think the time away has me itching to come back and try again and know like what I've played and what I've seen, and getting to see it through to the end, or at least beat like the start of Blueprints, I guess. I really want to do that. So yeah, this one is a higher priority for me for sure. Because Blueprints is sick.
That's really interesting to hear, because I played it as well, and I wasn't that high on it either. I really dug the gameplay, but I wasn't seeing what like other people were seeing. You know, people were praising it all over the place, and I was like, am I missing something? Yeah, and I guess I am. Yeah, maybe I should give it another try as well.
Mayhaps. And again, might not be for everybody. That's how games work. Not every game's for everybody. But I think, again, I'll take it to, my girlfriend's a huge fan of it, and listening to them talk about it, like, oh, I really like da-da-da-da-da. I'm feeling that, not so much FOMO. I want to say FOMO. I don't think that's what it is, 'cause I'm not missing out. I'm playing it too. But seeing someone else's gas, where I'm like, I'm seeing it. I'm getting it. Hold on. I got the itch too. Let's give it a shot. We got to play a little bit of Extra Life, where Mouse sat on my lap and we did a brand new run. They read everything as I spoke, and like, oh yeah, well if you do this and do this, I'm like, oh cool, I did not know this. And like, I know Mouse put so many more hours in. I know her and her friends will they'll sit in Discord and all play at the same time, and like, oh, I found this. Oh cool, if you go here, I found this item over here, so that'll be in this room. Oh, I got that room, the password's blah 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 blah. And like, sweet, do you want to solve it? Do you want me to just tell you? Cool, just save you the time. It's this, that, but if you go here and flip this switch, you have that room. If you get this one, you'll like having that moment of, I have my notebook of here are all the things I need to do, and here's the passwords and the rooms I need to remember, and if I put this on the left side, it'll activate this on the right side. And there's so much just detail in all the things you can or have to do to complete the game. And I really like that, because it is overwhelming to a degree, but not like, oh, it's overwhelming because I can't do it. It's overwhelming because it is a roguelike that I might not get all the things I need, so I got to do it again, but it's fun to do it again. So yeah, I like Blueprints.
Nice indeed.
But with that, those are the games we got to play this year, I'm sure we'll get all of them done. We'll beat all of them. We'll get the platinum 100% every single game we talked about.
Absolutely.
And by that, I mean, hey, we'll see if we touch any of them. We'll see. That'll be great. Yeah. 2025 is a banger year, and these are the games we still have to play. This is not even including the ones that we have played. Like, there's so much heat this year. I know I need to lock down what is currently my top 10. And what I will end up doing is going through the Indie Informer release and be like, I did play that shit. I almost forgot about this one, and build that top 10. Because I think I know my top 5 for sure. But I'll be like, fuck, I didn't think about this one. Got to put that in there. And then as we do like our Playlog top 10, which is we each make our top 10 list. We put them together and add the scores and see what they come into. And see if last year we had like, I think we said it was 1 or 2 crossover where we each had Balatro. And
I think only one. Yeah.
Yeah. Cause I don't think I had mouthwashing, but I might have. I might've had it low.
I don't think so. I think it was just Balatro.
Yeah. Cause something split where Mouthwashing was alone, and then Dungeons of Hinterberg was alone. Yeah. Mouthwashing was your game of the year. It was Balatro? Is that your game of the year?
My game of the year was 1,000 Times Resist.
1,000 Times Resist, okay. I'm trying to think how that split and everything. I'd have to go back and look at the numbers. But yeah, I think it ended up being... Balatro was the number one, obviously, because we both put it on there. And it was the only game that had a chance of getting more than 10 points. But yeah, so it's a good time. And I'm excited to see if there is any crossover this year. I'm hoping you get to Clair so we can easily put that with the 20 points game of the year. No fucking questions asked, but we'll see. But yeah, we'll have things like Silksong, like Hades, talk about how they come, and you can look forward to that episode in some weeks. It's a busy time. Yeah. But we got to talk about games we've been playing, and Tofr. We have been playing Dispatch. We didn't get to talk about it last week, so we have episodes 3, 4, 5, and 6 to maybe not thoroughly go through and spoil discuss right now, but talk about our time with it. Last time we were both pretty high on Dispatch. We're both enjoying it. 4 episodes out. We're on episode 6. The finale drops tomorrow as of recording this, and we'll talk about the end of it all next week. How you feeling on Dispatch? Where are you at with Dispatch these days?
God, I am so ready to get my heart broken by this game.
Yeah, let's go. Yeah.
It's so good. The characters are so lovable. The writing is really good as well, and
yeah.
There's like not a single thing I could critique it with at the moment.
Yeah,
I love everything about these episodes that we've had so far. The voice acting, incredible. The animation is stunning. This is one of the best looking games I've played all year. The dog.
Beef, our boy,
you can
beef.
just see his butt, but the beef is just amazing. But yeah, it's the characters really that make this game what it is.
Yeah.
They're so cleverly written.
Absolutely.
They're so lovable in all of their fucked upness. What are your thoughts on it so far?
I'm in a spot right now where I'm still high on it because it is my current obsession, right? Like it's my current game that I'm playing, and I want to finish it and live on it and see where I'm at months from now. But like in this moment, this is my favorite Telltale game. Like I love this, and it is so weird. Yeah, right? Because like the Telltale Walking Dead game exists, like the first one. They're all good, but like, well, 2, 3 is all right. It's fine. But like, I'm adoring this every single second. And if I think about it out loud, where I'm like, it's hard to say it's a critique because I love it, but I can see where other people wouldn't, because Telltale games are so, I make the decision and I keep doing the story. Whereas Dispatch, each episode is split up with 2 dispatch sections of I'm sending people out to go do things and conquer, like go save this person and increase this stat and like put these people together so they have some synergy and they build their blah, 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 blah. And as I go through it, I am loving that every single time. Sometimes they suck because there are these moments where it is not just, it is a strategy game, but it is also strategy based on the story, because sometimes you pick a character, or like in episode 3, you have to fire. Episode 3. Yeah. You have to fire someone. And that decision affects episode 4, where like one person will hate you because you fired their friend, and vice versa. Right. And that person will get mad at you and like, I'm going to leave early. Like you won't have them. So if you have someone who's really built for like, I'm defensive, like we'll talk about the spoilers in a second, but if you have someone who's built on defenses and you're like, I really need this, it's like, I'm out for the day, bye. I'm like, oh shit, I needed him. And I've already said to everybody else, like, I'm going to run out and like really whiff this. I've hit the point where I've maxed out my like XP bar for the dispatch stuff. So I'm
wow.
You know, whatever that could be. Yeah, I'm fucking killed it, man. I'm fucking goated. Prism kills it. Prism, not my favorite character, but probably the best. Prism is amazing.
Okay.
Prism is awesome in this game, man. But yeah, I am in love with these characters. There's characters I hate because they're a douchebag, but there is no like, ew, I have to see this character. I love all the characters in this game. I love what, as little or as big as they are, I think up to this point, they've all had moments, right? I'm like, oh, they get to talk, or they get to redeem themselves, or yes, they express their emotion because this thing happened to them. And yes, it's for a bad reason, but it is still how they feel. And like these characters still feel like something. They all feel really, they're funny, they're great, they're enjoyable to have around. I'm just head to toe in love with Dispatch.
Mm-hmm.
I love it.
Here. Same here, although I am not really that good at the actual dispatching.
Sure, it's tough. It's tough sometimes because I'm enjoying kicking up the stats and being like, I found a balance, right? We're like Sonar. So anyone who missed last week's or is like hearing for the first time what Dispatch is, narrative game, you start, here's a story beat, make a decision, do the dispatch where you get to take your team of heroes, send them out to the mission. How well are their stats? Do they complete it? If not, you know, someone takes damage, they come back and have to rest afterwards, etc. Like, and then more story, more dispatch. If you watch the video version, you can kind of see what that dispatch spot looks like. But as you use somebody enough, they get XP. Oh, they get a new skill. And I can put a skill point into one of those stats. I've seen some people who go for the jack of all trades, which is really not the way to do it, I think. I don't know how well it would work. But then you're like, oh, well, this character is really good at this. I'm going to buff this. My flambe is a mobile beast. He's at like level 7 or 8 something. Like I have his, like if I need to get somewhere fast, plus he gets the ability to fly. If you level him up with like the training camp, flying. I'm there right away. I got that mission done. You have characters like Invisigal. If you send her alone, she has a better chance of succeeding. And if you send her with somebody, you get more XP. So there's different reasons to send her alone or with a partner. There are characters with synergies where like Malevola and Sonar are like best friends, maybe dating. Not entirely sure that. Yeah, maybe they're just fucking. I don't know. But they get a synergy. So if you send them together enough, they'll level up and they'll get a skill or like Punch Up and Coop. They were or /are dating /fucking. And if you send them together, things will happen. But then eventually, like we mentioned, you have to fire somebody. So if you fire that person, they lose their like synergy partner. But then you can hire a new person, which again is another decision where now that synergy builds off of what you have there. So there's a lot that happens that will change throughout the 8 episodes that will exist. Right now there's only 6 and we'll have the last 2 tomorrow. And I love that. I think that's very fun because I think it makes my failure feel not final, because I will replay this and make all the other decisions and because I want the platinum and see what all happens.
Oh yeah, same.
And I want to go back and play it again. And once I do the dispatch again, I know these characters worked well together. I want to send them together. These characters don't, or I want to focus, make sure your strength goes up, your charisma goes up. I'm like basically going to rebuild Prism the exact same way I did. And I'm jazzed. Yeah. I fucking love Dispatch.
Yeah. Same here.
Yeah.
It's if the final episodes deliver on the promise of the rest of the game, then this is easily going into my top 10 for the year.
Exactly. And I'm in the same boat. Like as of right now, with episodes 1 through 6, I am not questioning, will it be in my top 10? I'm questioning where it's at in my top 10. And I think that'll decide based on the finale and what we get there. Right. Cause I see a world where a lot of people are going to be disappointed. That's life. That's media. People are like, I didn't get what I wanted. I'm finding it different. I've built an image in my head of what I think the finale is. I talked about it on stream. But also with the conversation I've seen around the trailer, like the season finale on like the last 2 episodes, which I'm like, oh, cool. There's plans for a season 2 of Dispatch. And with the success, I find it hard not to get that. I imagined this is going to be a standalone thing. What's the next ad hoc game? What's their next like realm they reach into? And the idea that we could get Dispatch season 2, Dispatch season 3, another game, Dispatch season 4, right? Like the way we got Telltale, like Telltale's Walking Dead. If this is Ad Hoc's Walking Dead, let's go. I'm here for it.
Absolutely. I did hear that they apparently, because this game is made in collaboration with Critical Role.
Correct.
And I did hear that Ad Hoc was going to be making a game set in one of the worlds from Critical Role.
Yes. Yep. I don't know if we have any concrete what it is. I think it is their Exandria. Yeah, I think it's like Project Exandria, which is their campaign 1, 2, 3 world. All the art shows Vox Machina. That's not like, I think that's just, let's grab a picture from the Amazon show. Personally, as someone who is newer to Critical Role, and I've put most of my time into Campaign 3, I would love a Campaign 3 game with that cast. But I will play whatever it is because I still enjoy Critical Role. And even though my Vox Machina knowledge is based solely on the show, I've seen the Jester and Ford wedding for Campaign 2 and plan to watch the Mighty Nine show when that comes out next week, I think, 2 weeks from now or something like that. I enjoy that cast's storytelling, and I'm excited to see what Ad Hoc does with it. So, yeah. Now the choices, Tofr. Let's talk about episode 3. Now we're getting into spoilers. If you don't want spoilers, use the timestamps and skip to me talking about the next game. But episode 3, you have to fire someone. You have to fire either Sonar or Coop. What'd you do?
Yeah, I fired Sonar.
You're crazy. Okay, why?
I don't remember. It was just. I think I thought Coop was like a better pick to keep in the team to just to have more successful missions, I believe.
Okay. Fair.
But it was a hard choice. Like I had to pick someone, and there was the timer on screen, so I had to choose quickly. So yeah, am I happy with my choice? I don't know.
I don't know. Wow, fascinating. It was the hardest thing for me was having to explain to a chat of imbeciles that Sonar was the right choice to keep, as opposed to trying to explain why to keep Sonar. Like, as you go through the episode and they're like, you're going to have to fire somebody by the end. They give you the leaderboard. Invisigal improves herself, so she's not in the bottom 2. You have to fire either Coop or Sonar. Sonar, obviously I'm a fan of Moist Critical. I think he's a funny guy. I would love to hang out and chat and get some drinks sometime. But Sonar is easily my favorite character on this cast. I think he's funny. I think he looks cool. I am trying to figure out how to make a bat head so I can do a Sonar cosplay. I think it would be super sick. I would love that. But yeah, when it came down to you have to fire Sonar or Coop, I'm like, that's a dumb question. Coop, bye. And everyone's like, what? Yeah, I'm like, I don't hate Coop. Don't get me wrong. I think Coop is awesome. I think they're great. But you put Coop against the best character in the game. What did you want me to do? So, yeah, that was easy. I did go watch the other ending, like what happens when you fire Sonar, and it's a very funny cutscene. I very much enjoyed that. And I have instilled in my heart, without having played the finale yet, the episode, and I'm asking, please be nice, don't spoil the episode in the comments, because I'll be playing it. I'll be probably streaming it as this episode comes out. I'll be playing the final 2 episodes. But I've convinced myself that whichever one we fire joins the bad guy, and we will see them in the final fight. And that'll be a thing that happens. So I'm assuming you will see Sonar, I will see Coop, and whatever happens out of that. But TBD. But yeah, I love Sonar. He's so cool.
He is cool, but he's not my favorite.
Yeah, it's crazy work. Who's your favorite?
Malevola.
Oh, that's fair. She's so fucking fine, dude. She's so hot. She's so hot, dude. Oh my god, Malevola break me. You know what I mean?
also, I have a soft spot for Punch Up because he's just so
that's
funny.
Fair. That's fair. There were moments where I was like, I do like him. I really like Punch Up. I think he was just, when I fired Coop, he was the one that gave me the most flack for it. So I'm like, you're on my list, buddy. You're on my list. Like in the beginning of episode 4, you have the option of like he pulls up porn on your computer, so when you turn it on, it's like screaming to the audience, like he has Irish porn on or whatever. And it's like, he's messing with you, and like, my option's like, yeah, well, he can leave too. If he's messing around, he's fired too. What are you gonna do? I do like Punch Up after episode 5 and 6. I thought it was very great.
Yes. I punched so many dicks in self-defense, of course.
Did you wash your hands? I was wondering why it was salty. I'm like, that's fucking crazy. So good. But yeah, episode 4, again, we have a bunch of dispatch, but at the end of the episode, you are leaving work late, and both Invisigal and Blonde Blazer, the 2 love interests you get in the game, God, why was it not Malevola? Please let me have Malevola. But the 2 love interests we get, you get to choose to go basically on a date with either one. Who did you pick?
I picked Blonde Blazer.
Whoa, Tofr! Whoa. You're crazy. I thought,
listen, I get it.
Yeah.
My heart said Invisigal, but it felt too much like your savior complex being at work. If you choose to date her.
Okay.
I felt that way because I have severe savior complex.
Yeah.
When dating people. And I felt like it was the same kind of thing, you know. She's struggling and you're helping her and she's developing feelings for you, and it hit too close to home.
Yeah. Okay. Wow. Interesting.
Yeah.
Very interesting. Because
I'm guessing you picked Invisigal.
I picked Invisigal. Now here's what happened. We were streaming it. We went through the episode, and when we got to the people who had already played or watched knew. No one spoiled it for me, but there was you're gonna have a decision. And I remember Chad being like, "Don't fuck this up." I'm like, "Okay, don't fuck what up?" And then it's Invisigal is calling you, and then Blonde Blazer's like, "Hey, you want to get it together?" I'm like, "Oh no, I have to pick. I can't do this." So I sat there thinking, "What do I do?" And Chad's like, "Danny, you know is the right answer." I'm like, "Yes, the right answer is Invisigal. That one feels right." Because, again, no spoilers because I don't know anything. I have convinced myself that Blonde Blazer is the villain.
I'm pretty convinced about that as well, which is why I thought it was an interesting choice to go and date her.
Right. Yeah. Listen, she's gonna break your heart. You did this. Yeah. But I think at the beginning when you have Phenomenon, also I've totally skipped that question too. We could take that decision. Phenomenon, if you kiss Blonde Blazer in the beginning, he has this intense Omni-Man like music, which he's the bad guy. But I'm like, that's too on the nose. You can't tell me he's the bad guy. You can't literally tell me he's the bad guy. I expect him to believe he's the bad guy. So that's why I'm like, it's got to be Blonde Blazer, right? And I have seen so many people theory crafting that it's Invisigal because she might be here at this scene and blah, blah, blah. Theory crafts, whatever. I'm not expecting anything until I play the actual game because we expect things all the time. But I'm like, there's logic to some of these things. So yeah, I did indeed pick Invisigal, ended roll credits, reloaded the save at that final chapter, picked Blonde Blazer to see what the option was, then replayed it to pick Invisigal as my canon choice. And then did I end stream, go start the chapter over so I could watch that intro cutscene with the censor mode off? Absolutely. I 1000% did. Did I not realize that was going to reset my whole chapter, so I did have to play through chapter 4 again? Yes, but that's okay. No. Because then I got to watch the Invisigal scene a third time. So that's all right. Yeah. I was okay with it. That's why I got my dispatch stuff, because I knew what was coming, so I got so many of them right the third or fourth time around. Where I'm like, oh, cool. I know who to send here and do this and combo, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
But also in chapter 4, you had to make a decision. Because you fired someone, you have to hire somebody new. And you had to pick between Waterboy and Phenomenon. So who did you pick for that?
I picked Phenomenon.
It's wild that we made all these different choices. Okay. Why you say Phenomenon?
Because the guy is clearly trying to do good. And what better way to make him do good than help out a bunch of Z-team bastards?
That's fair. No, because I took Waterboy. I mean, go ahead.
I was wondering, Waterboy, what can he do except puke water?
He's a real hard worker.
Okay.
He's really,
You've
really
convinced me now.
Yeah, I enjoy Waterboy on the team. I cannot for life me think what it is. I think he got a new ability. He has like a jack of all trades thing. I think once you level him up, wherever you send him, he adds a +2 to the required stat, or maybe it's a +3. He's pretty good. Once you send him to camp, he had 2 different ones. I think it's either it busts the stat of somebody else or whichever one you're going to. Like, oh, it needs this +3 to Waterboy. So I'm like, cool. I ended up making him my jack of all trades. I've been trying to spread his stats as evenly as possible. I think right now one's lower. All my other characters, like, you focus on this, you focus on this. My Sonar is, because he's the one that switches modes. Like, if you go somewhere, do a mission, he switches to hybrid mode, to beast mode, or whatever. So him, I'm like, focus on these 2 stats, because I know when he switches, these 2 stats are big. And I've been adding to his mobility, so his stats are good at any given time. Waterboy I try to balance out, so anytime I send him. But his default is if you don't send him for a long time, he will force himself into a mission. Only one time can you take him out.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so it's kind of one of those things where I'm like, as long as I'm sending him with someone, and he will, and I assume Phenomenon's the same, will synergize with the person who lost their couple, right? So because I got rid of Coop, Waterboy and Punch Up synergize, and they'll do better for each other. I assume Phenomenon again the same way. I don't know if that's a fact.
I'm
but
not
yeah,
sure, actually.
Yeah, I didn't really get the synergies until episode like 5. So when I go through again, I'll focus on those. Like Malevolent and Sonar have one. I think it's Invisigal. Is it Invisigal and Golem? Might have one.
It's probably Invisigal and you.
Maybe, but you can't send me out on a thing. I wish it was me. Oh, I mean, it might be. We'll see. We'll see if Invisigal's the villain, you know? But yeah, those are the things that happen. I'm sure someone out there has the guide of which ones are there. I got to think of the trees. But yeah, I enjoy Waterboy. Waterboy felt like maybe this is Savior Complex in a different way. I'm like, oh, that poor nerd. He's never had friends. He needs some friends. Like I had to take him. So, and he's been doing good. He's been Lord.
It's the same thing with Phenomenon. He hasn't got anybody, and he's just had his heart broken. After
I played the chapter, saw other people like, oh yeah, the guy who was told he's not human by his ex-girlfriend. I'm like, fuck. No, you're right. She kind of sucked for that.
Yeah,
that's really mean.
Yeah. Also, like when you fail a mission, with Phenomenon, he gets depressed and you can't use him for a while.
Right, I saw that. I saw a clip of him just. I'm like, where'd he go? Where's he at?
Yeah, he's depressed.
Do you improve that at all with Phenomenon? Like, do you level him up and he's not depressed and he's just perfect stats across the board kind of thing? Is that know. Okay?
I
interesting.
So far he has been getting depressed every once in a while.
Damn, crazy work.
Yeah,
I fucking love this game. But that's just the first 2 chapters. So I have to talk about chapters fucking 5 and 6 or whatever. Spoiler alert right here. That's for a little bit. All right, so episode 5, we dispatch, we do some stuff. We've been working on the mech suit, trying to repair it, get our Astral Pulse, whatever, running. Trying to get to the cutscenes and not the dispatch part. What was the choice for episode 5? What was our decision?
Whether to reveal that you're Mecha Man or not.
Right, I was thinking that was right, because 60. Yep. Yeah, so you work with the team. They're like, we're going out drinking. You're like, I'm probably not. Like, come on, get your ass over here. So yeah, you go out to you can do a big bar fight. Before we talk about the choice, can we talk about how they made me disgustingly massacre people while eating tacos with the QuickTime events? That was brutal. Actually, I should ask, are you playing with the QuickTime events or just the cutscenes?
Just the cutscenes.
That's an option you get. Okay, cool. Yeah, so that in the game, which now I'm interested how it plays for you, because I assume it just looks like a movie, right? Where it just happens. But like you go out, you start a bar fight, it cuts you at like a Taco Bell at like 2 a.m. Like, what's happening? And they hand you a taco, you go to take a bite. If you do the QuickTime event, you hold the button, slide the thumbstick, you bite in the taco, which immediately cuts you biting somebody's fingers off. You're like, oh, you made me do that. Which is really cool, but so gruesome. And I love it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so then you at tacos, the team's like, hey, we're working together. We got to know some stuff about you. Like, who are you? And all this episode, they're trying to guess, like, you can give them hints or like, sorry, you got to figure it out for yourself, figure out your own poll of like who you were, like what hero is Robert. What did you tell them who you were or not?
I did.
Okay, so did I. First decision we made together. Cool.
Yeah, it's because of something Invisigal said. I seem to remember. She was like about putting you had a talk with her about trust.
Yeah. And
how you can build trust, and because of that, I wanted to show that trust works both ways in the Z team. So I decided to reveal who I was.
That's so dope. I love that. Yeah. No, I felt the same way. I think as we sat there and they gave me the choice, I did the thing where I'm like, I have this choice. I know what it's going to cause, but I have to talk it out before I pick it. I always pause the game when there's a decision. I know people hate that because it's not how the game's built. You let me play the game how I want. But yeah, when I sat there, I'm like, I know the right choice is to tell them. But as that whole episode to show you the flashbacks, right? It was so funny because I did not realize who it was. At the beginning, they showed the cutscene of you fighting like a flaming person. I was like, oh man, who the Human Torch is this? And then we get to the end, I'm like, it's Flambe. I knew that. I don't know why I didn't know that, but I knew that. And then you have to choose, like, are you telling them or not? I'm like, Flambe is going to be pissed.
Yep.
And like right now, he's my fastest dude. He's my mobility. I kind of need him around. But I made the choice, and then you tell, he's like, it is you fucking bitch. And he goes to set you on fire. And that's when Golem, played by Young Gravy, steps in and is like, stop, you're being a bad man. And then team makes fun of Flambe. He takes off, doesn't come back to the end of episode 6. Like, you don't have him on the team, which I'm sure if you don't tell them, maybe you get to keep him. Maybe somebody else leaves. I'm not sure. Maybe, I doubt him, Visigal. Who knows? But yeah, it was wild. I felt so like good that I told everyone, but so bad that I'm like, no, Flambe's really good and you are a bitch, but I do kind of need you, please. Great shit. Great one. Which then leads into episode 6, which I don't know if this one is so much of a choice as much as it's kind of a dramatic event that sets up, what's going to push everyone forward in the next episodes. You end up they throw you a housewarming party, which I don't know how much of a housewarming party, but they're like, everyone's going to bring you a lamp. So everyone brings you a weird, different, unique kind of lamp. And I love that because Malevola brings you a freaking chandelier. I think Prism brings you like one of those like hipster foldable, like desk lamps. I think Sonar and Coop each bring something different. Punch Up brings something. And then your whole thing is like, we can't build the suit because Royd, your like homie, is like, I can't rebuild the suit. I just don't have it in me. We need, like, if you want it, we need the Astral Pulse that got taken in episode 1. And then when you go to find out where it is, Invisigal is like, it turns out they have it, they buy it, they try and build it, they blow up, they sell it to the next guy, and it keeps repeating. So we have a location where it's at. And after some fights with Chase, who is like your dad's best friend of the superheroes, the old man that aged because his powers makes him age 50 times faster than he's supposed to. He's all like, don't trust Invisigal. I wouldn't do it. So he gets into a fight with her at your party, which I'm wondering, is there a point that changes that? Is there a choice I'm not thinking about in episode 6?
I don't think so, no.
Okay. Yeah, so you go through all that, and after the fight, Invisigal runs off. She goes to try and steal the Astral Pulse by herself, and you are like helping her through the dispatch system. Like, here's where you need to go, do this, hide here, unhack the door so she can get in. And at the end, as she gets the item, Shroud, the big bad, shows up, knocks her inhaler out of her hands so she can't breathe, takes the item and leaves, and like no one's gonna get there in time to save her. Maybe the choice is whether you should go or not. I think you have the option: do we go now to do this, or do we wait till we have a plan? Yeah. Did you wait to plan then, or?
I suggested we needed to plan it. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Then maybe that's the choice because we made the same thing. We haven't seen a difference, so I'm not sure. I assume they still end with the same outcome with Chase. But yeah, when it's like, damn, she's gonna die. What do we do? Chase is like, he looks at you and goes, keep up, and then dashes over to save her. One foul move, keeps her, takes her out to the park, passes out, credits roll. So presumably Chase is dead, which really fucking sucks because he's such a cool character. But it does end with that where I'm like, I have not formally seen him dead. I do not know that he is dead. So I'm not confirming that he's dead until I know in episode 7 that he is definitely dead. Because superhero shows.
It's a good cliffhanger.
Yeah. So, big TBD. And as we're all watching the fucking I'm a bitch, my name's Robert. It's been a fucking earworm for the last week. I love it. But yeah, so then Chase dies, and that's the end of the chapter. Dies, quotes. I think it's a strong moment, and we've seen the trailer for episodes 7 and 8, which is very much like, it seems like the team is mad at Invisigal, and I guess you're playing mediator, like, are you on her side or not? Which seems to kind of be the vibe. It's a quick snippet trail, so it's hard to really tell, but yeah, I'm afraid to see the season end. I'm getting new episodes every week. I'll next week I won't have an episode to look forward to, which is like really sad. I want more.
I know, right?
Yeah, it's
so good. I'm really hoping it's something that they've been planning a season 2 for, because if they need to start production on that now, it's gonna be quite some time before we get to see any new gameplay.
Totally. Yeah, but if it's like this, I think one of the biggest thing with Telltale games and why Telltale ultimately kind of failed and then closed down is the episodic thing. But I think episodic can still be done right the way Dispatch did. The game is done. We're releasing it week after week. Whereas Telltale was, hey, we finished an episode. We're releasing it. Now we'll develop the next. See you in like 3 to 5 months, maybe even longer. So it would take like sometimes, depending how long the game was, 2 to 3 years to finish the game. Which, if you're someone who got there and then by the time episode 2 came out, you weren't into it, you weren't committed, et cetera, like any number of reasons, or you're like, I fell out because I'm not interested now. I'm like, that's not a genre I care about, or it's not a story I care about. It's hard to stay invested versus like, cool, it took me a month to beat this because it came out, 4 sessions. And I think that's great. I think that's strong. We OFK did that. And though I'm not super high on that game as a whole with the last couple chapters, I think being able to experience Dispatch in a TV show format, right? Of like building that excitement every week and having those water cool moments of like, my buddy Zach is playing. He usually plays it on Wednesday. I play it on Thursday. And then we like message back and forth. You did this. I did this. Oh, cool. Oh, interesting. I didn't know this would happen and blah, blah, blah. So it's been very fun to have those water cooler moments of we're talking about the game together. And telling our partners like, this happened. Oh, well, this happened. I chose fucking put the straw and shove the fucking knives in the dude's fucking cheek. Cool ass scene. So they made me do it. But yeah, I rambled a lot. Any other thoughts on Dispatch?
I'm just really eager to play the rest of the game.
Yeah.
I can't play it tomorrow. Because I have the late shift at work and then the early shift the day after, so I don't have that much time. Yeah. Although it's only 2 hours for 2 episodes, isn't it?
Yeah. Honestly, might do it. Might want to do it.
We'll have to see. We'll have to see.
I'm contemplating. I'm like, do I just stream it? I usually stream it Thursday. I'm like, do I stream it Wednesday afternoon? Do I just do that? Do I edit the podcast tonight so it's done, and then I can just stream it tomorrow afternoon? That might be the move.
Maybe.
That way, usually I tell people it's Thursday, we play it, and people are like, no, I was here for Thursday. I'm like, I'm so sorry, but. A lot of people try to spoil the chase thing for me in episode 6, that entire stream, which I had to basically not look at TikTok. So I was like, you guys are really annoying. So many great members in chat who weren't. Like, if someone would spoil it, they would all spam periods to like push it up off the chat. So I'm like, I appreciate you guys very much. But yeah, it was the fact that people were like, oh, you haven't played yet? This happened. I'm like, you're annoying. No one loves you. Your mother doesn't love you.
It's such a stupid move.
Yeah, but fuck them. Fucking punching in the balls. Damn. But yeah, we'll be back next week to spoil the last 2 episodes and talk about fucking more Dispatch as we wrap up the season. I'm excited.
Me too.
Oh man, what a lengthy conversation. I still have another game to talk about. Let me minimize this and move that and open my folder. And hi, holding up there, Tofr. How you doing? Doing good?
I'm doing okay. Getting a bit sleepy.
I got you. We'll blitz through this. I received 2 keys for Escape Sim 2, which came out a couple weeks ago. I was talking about last week. We didn't do the episode. For anyone familiar with Escape Simulator, it's basically escape rooms. You can play them. I think it's up to 2-player co-op. Recently, when Mal and I started dating, we have been playing the first Escape Sim for date nights. And now that Escape Simulator 2 is out, I got some keys. They were very quick to send us on launch day. Mal and I've been playing that for date nights. We just finished the 3rd world. There's currently 3 worlds, each with 4 levels, so 12 levels to play. Very much enjoying this game. I do think I like the charming cartoony style of the first game a little bit more. But in terms of the characters, the world, I love how it looks visually, and the fact that it's a first-person game where you're really not looking at your character so much really isn't a big problem. Really doesn't bother me all that much. But the 3 worlds. There is Dracula's castle. There is like a space station, and there is like a pirate cove kind of different levels. What I've loved the most about Escape Sim 2 is how they have evolved the start of levels, because usually it's like you're in the escape room, have fun. Go solve the puzzles. But like in some of these, you and your partner are strapped to chairs and you're like, I have to find the password to like unlatch you so you can unlatch me. For video watchers, this looks like I'm spinning a puzzle. Mal got caught by a weapon and got her head cut off, and her head is inside of that dome. And on the outside, Jesus. I am spinning it to match a puzzle on the inside that she is telling me, spin this, spin that, and hold on, stop, go back this way. cool, that's gone too far. We set everything in stone. Inside, she sees a map of 4 different statues, each holding a different weapon. Those weapons are outside of the dome around the room. So she is telling me, okay, so this statue has this on his chest is supposed to have the sword in his left hand. This one who has the sun on his chest has the mace in his right hand. And like this one has 2 weapons, but it's up this one. Make sure this one is this one. There's 2 different maces that have a different thing. It's super fun. The space station one, which though I loved, is probably my least favorite level. I think it's a lot more mathematical. There were a lot of things I'm like, Mal, you handle this. You're better with numbers than I am. Very fun. And then the pirate was easily my favorite. I love pirates. I think it has a lot of cool, like treasure hunty kind of puzzles. The final one is like you falling into a crypt and trying to like solve all the different puzzles by like, we have to do this thing and this thing. This will give us this piece. This will give us this piece. This opens the door. We leave. Each level was so unique from the others. Like I didn't feel like we did this thing before, we have to do it again. Like it was find the jewels, find the item. A lot of times we got lost. There's a hint system that sometimes, I won't lie, isn't very helpful, because the thing is, I think if there was a way for the hints to track what I've done so far, because it doesn't like, oh, you failed the level because you used a hint. It is the like, I want to figure out my own, but also I have no idea what to do. We are like at the end of solving a puzzle and we hit the hint and they're like, all right, so what you want to do is grab the box. Yes, we have the box. All right, now what you want to do is open the box. Yes, I've opened the fucking box. I have that. Like now, when you open the box, take the item out of the box. Yes, I know. I'm at the part where I have the item and I cannot open the door. What do I have to do? Now, here's a number. I'm like, oh, that wasn't enough of a hint. That wasn't a good enough hint. Then we kind of just have to sit and figure it out. I'm like, cool. Figured it out. We got there. So some of the hints are not super helpful. Didn't impede us too much. We ended up figuring it out. Just took a little more thinking than we had in our bodies at the time. But yeah, if you're really looking for a co-op game with a buddy, if you like puzzles, if you're looking for a date night game, Mal and I have had an absolute blast playing through this one. We're to say it's short because it is a session. Like it took us about 4 hours to get through the 4 pirate levels when we played on stream. Still loved it. Still adored it. Currently, we're out of levels to play. It seems like the lobby does have its own puzzle. We're going to go back and play through each level to find all of the tokens and see if that unlocks the puzzle in that room. And then realistically, we're going to wait for more content. I think this will be a great one that we're going to dive back into. Like, hey, the new Escape Sim 2 pack is there. I'm hopefully privileged enough that as we continue to go with the paid DLC that I can get keys for that. We can continue to play and do like date night on stream. Because it's very cool. This was the first time I got to flex. I'm like, hey, babe, I get review codes. She's like, ooh, okay. Because they were at a wedding, and when they got back, I'm so tired. I'm like, are you too tired to play Escape Sim 2? You're like, no, let's get on. Like, that was very fun. Had a great time. Mal and I have enjoyed it. I think we like our puzzle games, so I think we'll get into, I think Instinct's on the list next. We want to go through the We Were Here games as well together. Having a blast. I definitely recommend Escape Sim 2. Such a cool game. If you like puzzles, if you like escape rooms, go in to pick up.
Cool.
Yeah. Bless you, you know. Had that one brewing, it's on that coconut. But timestamp. Tofr, we're trying blitz through the end here. Indie games releasing this week. You want to do that? You want me to do it?
Yes, I can do that.
Bet.
These are the games releasing from November 13th until the 19th. On November 13th, we're getting Gigasword releasing on PlayStation, Xbox, Switch, and PC. And we're also getting Little Corners, which releases on PC. A day later, on the 14th, Videoverse is making its way to consoles with a PlayStation, Xbox, and Switch release. On November 17th, the August Before releases on PC. The Berlin Apartment releases on PlayStation, Xbox, and PC. Clair à la Mode releases on PC. Indica makes its Switch debut. Sheepherds releases on PC, Four Strike releases on Switch and PC, and Leaf Blower Co. releases on PC. November 18th sees the release of News Tower on PC and Morsels on PlayStation, Xbox, Switch, and PC. And November 19th, there's a couple of interesting games on November 19th. There's Demon School on PlayStation, Xbox, Switch, and PC. We have Tingus Goose on PC. Duskpunk releases on PC. And I think that's it.
No, it's not.
No, it's not. Moonlighter 2, The Endless Vault releases on PC in early access.
Fucking go. I'm so excited. I can't wait to play Moonlighter, man. It's this week. I'm so excited. I'm
excited for you.
I'm gonna lose so much fucking sleep. It'll be funny because I mentioned earlier that I'm doing the Daggerheart game on Folk and Myth. It'll come out the same day. What will likely happen is I will get up that Wednesday. I will shower, get food, whatever, sit down and just start playing Moonlighter until like the latest. I think we stream at 8. I think it's 7:30 call time. I'll probably just stream Moonlighter till like 7 p.m. Get into costume, get into character, play the game. This is the night before we leave for PAX Unplugged, so I will probably charge my Steam Deck, pack everything up. I'll probably pack everything Tuesday, go over to Kanai's house where we usually leave for the train station from there, bring my Steam Deck, and then play Moonlighter on his couch, charge my Steam Deck again, play Moonlighter on the train, bring my rechargeable battery pack, which is here on my desk, so I can keep playing Moonlighter. It's going to be an hour train ride, but either way, and whenever I need breaks, I will be playing Moonlighter all weekend when I have downtime, which probably won't be a lot, but I will have access to it. I am so fucking excited for Moonlighter. That aside, for review sake, I gotta see which ones will be out. When the episode comes out on Thursday, right? Today's the 11th. Yeah. I have Gigasword. I've been playing Gigasword. I've only really gotten through the first level. It's the same thing we played at PAX, the demo, so I haven't played too much new. But I'm still having a blast. I like the puzzles. Hopefully some more thoughts on that next week. That's it. That's all I can talk about right now. Wink, wink. You're like, what else does Danny have? Guess you'll find out later. You'll see.
Yeah. It's going to be a packed episode next week, I can tell you that.
Yeah, it might be a what we've been playing episode. I'm not sure. I don't know if we had a plan, but like, we'll see.
I think that might be the plan.
Well, yeah, we'll have to see what this week looks like as far as what we get to play and how much is just... Listen, I'll be real. I don't have anything. I'm hoping that I can get a Moonlighter key early, and they just said it to me. I'm like, oh, cool. That's all I played then. All I played was Moonlighter, but probably not. Anything on here that's grabbing at you you're gassed for?
Demon School finally getting its release is one that I'm really excited about. And the other big one for me is the Berlin Apartment.
Yeah. Yep.
Those are two games that I'm really, really looking forward to. Moonlighter, of course.
Yeah.
Duskpunk is one that I'm in two minds about, because it's clearly takes inspiration from something like Citizen Sleeper, but I played the demo and I just did not vibe with it.
Okay.
So we'll have to wait and see about that one.
Gotcha. One sec. I pulled up Tinkus Goose to see what it was. Stylistically, I like Duskpunk. I haven't played the demo, so I don't know exactly what I'm getting into. Mm-hmm. What the fuck am I looking at? This is Tingus Goose.
Listen, it was on the Indie Informer website.
Jill, what kind of website you running over there? What is this? Hold on. Is it... Tingus Goose is a delightfully absurd idle game where you plant seeds in patience, bounce babies for profit, and ascend through surreal worlds towards riches. I
sounds like a blast. Look at scroll down the Steam page.
Oh my god, you're weird. And a great... This is very fun though. This is weird, this is jarring, but I'm here for it. This looks cool. I wish this that one. And there's a demo. Okay. I'm intrigued. It's an idle game. I don't know what exactly that entails. I don't know what this means.
Nope.
But Tingus Goose. Cool.
Tingus Goose.
We like our gooses. Hell yeah. But yeah, those games released this week. I'm excited for Berlin Apartment. I think it'll be one I just get to next year. Like I probably won't have time to blitz through it at any time before the end of the year, but I am excited for that one. I know Mal's looking forward to it. If I would happen to get a key, I might be like, Mal, you want to play it and come on and talk about it? Or maybe a date night, we just play it together kind of deal. We'll see. But yeah. Boom. Tofr, Indie Spotlight. What you got for us, homie?
I have a game that I have mentioned earlier this year because I reviewed it when it came out. It's called Quantum Witch.
Yeah.
And I just noticed that it only has 28 reviews on Steam, which is just a disgrace, really.
You gotta fix it. Yeah.
Yeah. In this game, you play as Ren, who is in the middle of a feud between old gods and a missing flock of fair. It's a game created by someone who survived being in a cult.
Yeah.
And it's a game about, well, it features cult-like elements, but it features so much. It's really hard to describe this game. There is a demo, though.
Yeah.
And I implore you to play the demo just to find out if this could be something that you'd want to play. It's a game where you make choices. It has a lot of replayability because of the choices you make. God, it's so difficult to talk about it without spoiling it.
Yeah.
It's basically a choose your own adventure game. It's a side scroller, and it's fantastic. And it deserves way more love than it has gotten so far.
1,000%. I know you've talked about it a couple of times. I think there was the full review at release. There was a Next Fest demo or something. And I was like, it looks cool. It was the one that I think I'm excited to absorb the story, but don't know that I'll have the time to dive into and play through. But yeah, you talk about Quantum Witch a couple of times, and it's one that kind of sticks. I'm like, yeah, this one is a cool one.
It has a really good sense of humor as well.
Oh, well, it's funny.
It's laugh out loud funny.
Okay. Do like that. Dope. Yeah, Quantum Witch. If you have played it, leave a Steam review. If you haven't played it, play it and leave a Steam review. So
yeah, exactly. It's not difficult.
As someone who doesn't leave a lot of Steam reviews, I was supposed to fix that this year. It's November, and I've probably done like 3.
Same.
Whoops. Do as I say, not as I do. Take your time. While I'm editing this podcast, you go review. Go through your library. Find 10 games you played. Don't gotta be long. Maybe a paragraph. Just type, I like this game. It's really cool. Leave it. Some people leave it like a sentence. Just make sure you give it that thumbs up and something like a game. Okay? Go do that.
Yeah.
That's your homework for this weekend. Cool. Got him. Sick. Timestamp, which means Tofr. This 2.5-hour episode is coming to an end. Thank you guys all so much for hanging out. I know we had a week off last week to kind of recoup. It was good to be back, talk about indie games. I expect next week to be us talking about more indie games because November is packed. Yeah. And because we didn't get to talk about it last week for releases. Well, actually, did we even? Yeah, because the week starts on Thursday. Yeah. I should also hopefully have Winter Burrow to talk about next week as well. So fingers crossed to get some time into it. We'll shortly talk about Dispatch episodes. 7 and 8. On the list I had 3. Yeah, so 3, 4, 5, 6, what we talked about. 7 and 8 for next week. See what else is in there. Maybe some other embargoes will lift. Who knows? But yeah. Tofr, if little Stinkly Winklies wanted to find you, where would they go?
The easiest way to find me is through my Linktree, which is Play Nice Kids in one word.
Oh, yeah. There you go, guys. And, of course, you can find me at CGDannyB all over the internet, TikTok, YouTube, Twitch, Instagram, Blue Sky. Go like my new post where I posted about my girlfriend. They really liked it, and I want everyone to know how pretty she is. Yeah. I think that's it for episode, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out. Go play some games and get ready to decide your game of the year. Let us know which games you still have to play before the end of 2025. And we'll see you guys in the next one. Bye. Mwah.